And just like that, football fans, our 2021 football season has gotten underway here at Earl Brotherston Field and here for RSN. But the Ramblers are on a hot streak, you guys. They are they're rolling with 3-0 here, going through teams like Ogama Heights, Grayling, and tough Charlevoix, who's Boyne City's given them their only loss this year. The Ramblers are red hot. Coming in tonight are the Rams from Harbor Springs. And on set, my name's Roger Coates. I got Andy Bryant. Chuck Vondra is back. This is the squad, fellas. We're back.
It's good to be back, man. I'm excited, and I'm real excited about this football team this year. And talking with Coach Tuttle all summer, this was the gauntlet. These first 5 games were the gauntlet. Harbor Springs was the least of their worries in this gauntlet. We were hoping to get 2 or 3 maybe out of that first 4 or 5 games, and here we are sitting at 3-0 and looking at a Harbor Springs team that's going to be tough, but not as tough as the first 3 games. So this team is sitting exactly where Coach Tuttle wanted them to be on a dream season projection right now.
I can tell you in the first 3 games, the Ramblers have been tested at everything. All 3 teams have tested every function, every asset of our team. You know, Ogama was big and huge, and they were going to run the ball down our throat, and turns out our kids withstood the task. Charlotte was going to throw the ball, come high water, if that's what it took. You know what? And they tried it. They tried to throw the ball. It didn't work. Our quarterback was better than theirs that night at least, right?
Yep.
And we have got a good quarterback.
And last week, Glen Lake, a 2-time state finalist, I believe, came to town. A good football program, and the Ramblers did their thing. And here we go to kickoff. I'm sorry.
And so that was our marching band leading us into their national anthem, and here is Harbor Springs kicking off to the Ramblers, where picking it up is Dangerous. Caden Jewett, I was on the move.
Why anybody kicks to him?
He had a hole.
Why do they kick to him? Why would anybody kick to him? This is why.
There you go.
Caden Jewett takes the opening kickoff to the house. To the house.
Dangerous, as I mentioned. You don't want that kid to have a ball in an open lane.
Standing down here in the south end zone, you can see the hole.
Wow. Yeah, we saw it. And even on a delay, Harbor Springs just is, they don't have the speed to match Caden Jewett or half the kids on this team.
You know what else I saw, Chuck?
What's that?
I saw Jewett smiling from ear to ear.
Yeah.
25 on it.
I thought he was
you. He wanted to make sure he got on camera.
Gotcha.
He's going to go put a headset on
He
here.
had about 60 yards of camera that time.
That was beautiful.
Way to go. Nice job, young man. We got Harley Catterat in the crew right now. She's going to run some replays for us. So when we get our crew up and running, we'll get you some replays. But right now, Jack Neer setting up for the extra point kick. And he's pretty good at these two, you guys.
Ooh, nice.
It's good.
Well, they came off the end there. They had almost a shot at that. Another half second, we might have had trouble.
Well, I tell you what, we saw Caden Jewett come down here into this end zone right at us, and he was kind of smiling the whole time, knew he had it. And then the other thing I saw, guys, was the Harbor Springs faces is to start out on your opening kickoff and get one taken to the house. That's defeating right there. So this can be hard for Harbor to dig out of this one and get their heads going and get back in this game.
They do have momentum on the winning bracket, though, because they did pull out their first victory last week, I believe.
They did, Little Joburg, yeah.
They're hoping to keep that going, but the Ramblers is a tough test for them, but here comes another look at that Jewett kickoff return.
Yeah, he was gone at that point, but he had 2 options actually back about midfield. He could have came to our sideline. He cut back towards theirs.
Yeah, I liked how that was more up the middle than one of those run to the outside to use your speed. He came right through the middle and then...
Well, they took the outside away, I think.
Yeah, they did.
Forced him to the middle, and, you know, typically on that kind of stuff, you want to get inside out, right?
Yeah, and that's why that delay, he kind of picked it up slowly, and he just watched that Red Sea part, and he was gone.
That's exactly what it looked like.
Well, they maybe underestimated his speed a little bit. We'll see what happens next time.
I said it, I think as I was saying it there, he's running it back. Why would anybody kick to him?
Yeah.
Well, and that's exactly what Glen Lake did last week, guys. They kicked away from him every time. Caden told me on Saturday morning when he was here with the Pop Warner kids that there was only one kickoff that he actually caught, and that was out of bounds.
Yeah.
Charlotte didn't kick at him either.
They didn't. I noticed that as well. And like I said, smart.
Say, him. They kicked to the side or to the up guy. They didn't kick deep.
Or out of bounds.
Whomever, yeah.
Well, next week when St. Francis gets that film, they'll see that as well, and hopefully did this.
So we can talk about what St. Francis is going to do.
Yeah, that's
we got their scheme. We'll wait for next week.
Yeah, we don't want to look past this game.
Breakdown game film yes.
But we do want to welcome all the Rambler fans watching tonight. RSN is back, and we do have a fresh new crew, as last year's seniors have graduated and moved out. So bear with us if and when we might have some difficulties with our technology. But the last time RSN was on, guys, was...
Uh-oh, look at this.
There it is.
Look at this. They got it. They got it.
They got it.
They got to call that.
Yeah, he's got it.
Boyne City ball, it
Man,
appears.
what a great special teams play. Not even ready for this. All it's got to do is go 10 yards, folks, and they just kicked right over the top of their heads.
Well, they stacked the field to their side.
Look at that.
Left the backside wide open, and coach must have saw that at the initial kickoff.
Yep. Look at this. Mason Wilcox just gets it and keeps his feet in bounds. All he's got to do is have possession of it. They call possession.
Right.
And
possession, 1 foot.
Boyne City's ball.
Or
Here we go again.
Or a hand. Or
yeah, something. It looked like he had maybe 1.5, I think.
Yep.
But
what a smart play by Mason Wilcox, though. I mean, for a high school player to understand that part of the game.
I think that was called, Coach.
And I think, you know, that's the...
I think that was on purpose.
The strength of this team is just the fact that you have a bunch of speedy athletes that just like to play. They just go out and play. And the interior line is learning. I mean, they get some young kids on that interior line, not as big as last year, but you only got to hold a block for about a second and a half, and those guys in the backfield are gone.
And that's been the theme this year, Brian, is the speed of our offense.
Yep.
You talk to the opponents after the games, you talk to the town, you talk to the people that watch, and this team is fast.
And I tell you what, last week, I mean, Bobby Hoth against Charlevoix, you know, it was the Bobby Hoth show, and they couldn't stop him. And then, you know, Glen Lake comes in, you're thinking, okay, now they're going to stop Bobby Hoth. And now they open up all the other backs. You know, Aaron Best had the game of his life last week. And then Caden Jewett and Colton Stadt, all the speedy guys on the outside.
Talk about speed. Who knew Colton was that fast?
No kidding. I saw that down that end zone. Oh, my gosh. Unbelievable. Here's a pass.
Nice pass to Best. Falls incomplete. Just nearly overthrown.
He was getting a little rushed there. I just got to put a little more air underneath it. You know, AB is going to be open.
Well, in that Charlevoix game, we had the same turn of events. If you guys recall, Bobby went 50 or 60 yards on our first series. I don't know if it was second
play or something like that. Yeah.
First series, the same thing that happened here. It took the wind out of their sails. I'll give Charlevoix credit. In the third quarter, they made a push, but the Ramblers withstood it.
Bobby Hoth on the season with 414 yards, you guys, 6 touchdowns. He's averaging 8 yards per carry.
There he is right there.
That's him with the ball.
On the carry.
8 yards per carry. I mean,
jeez.
That's Bobby Hoth right there.
Well, again, the average goes up when you break a few 60-yarders. Increases your average.
I'm not a math major, but that makes sense.
Yeah, that helps. That does help.
Talk about the speed of Colton Stadt. He's out wide here on the top of your screen.
Not only speed, but strength this year for Colton Stadt. A lot of work in the weight room.
That's him out there blocking.
As I said that, he didn't really maintain his block, but next time he will.
Well, you're asking a lot of him out there.
Yeah,
you got to go, 40 yards to get to him? He's got to maintain that? I mean, that's something. You know, I think obviously the skill positions are back. The test for us this year was going to be the offensive and defensive lines.
Absolutely.
And so far, they've done their thing.
Against a lot bigger opponents.
Yes.
There's a Jewett on the outside here.
Nice block by Calcaterra there.
Oh, man. He tried to extend that, and it fumbled out of bounds, and they're going to call it down at about the 2 1/4.
Well, he didn't fumble it out of the end zone. That's good.
Knocked out of bounds by Jack Clancy.
Watch this. He looked like he was starting to reach and try to extend the ball. And tackler came in and
we got away
punched
with
it out.
Got away with a little shirt holding there.
Yeah. Anytime they go to the outside, you always got to be careful with those interior linemen holding. Here's right up the gut.
There it is.
Bobby Hoth, touchdown.
Bobby Holt, touchdown, Ramblers.
And that was off the kickoff where Boyne City recovered. So 2 drives back to back. Rambler scores. Well, 1 special teams, and then this drive here.
Well, they're asking a lot. They're asking a lot of Sam Harrell tonight to maintain that stand-up outside backer spot to be the guy to maintain that whole edge. Not a big fella. I mean, he's giving it his all, but they're asking a lot of him.
Well, and you look at this Harbor Springs defense right now here in front of us. They're big kids. They're big kids, and they've always been big. They've always been athletic. And I talked to Don Jess the week after they played, the Charlevoix played them, and he said, you know, he felt bad that they're athletic kids. They just didn't get it together. The timing wasn't down, but man, there's some athletes out here.
Hey, we got our first Facebook message in here, so we can keep those coming. Meanwhile, there is a cool new graphic made by Will McGinnity. He's a film major still, working as, graphics down at college and still supplying RSN with some
where did
cool
Will go?
graphics. Will currently is in, should I say?
Is he in the trailer?
Captain Rowdy suit.
Oh, I gotcha. All right. Well, where's he going to college?
Gave it away.
Will, you going to Hillsdale?
No, Alma.
Okay, Alma. That's right.
That was Alma.
All right.
He's a Scot.
Right. Harvard of the Midwest.
But he's here tonight, checking out the new crew, helping coach a little bit. So that is not Will on the hero cam tonight. That's Owen Sisson.
That's right. We're training all new blood here tonight.
Oh, man, we're going to miss Will.
Yeah.
He did a great job for a number of years.
He had a gift.
Boy, he has a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, and guys, Owen is one of those guys from Petoskey schools, and he
Okay.
comes over for this program, 5th, 6th hour.
Well, he's got big shoes to fill.
He does, but I'm sure he will. I mean, this is trial by fire, as always, for RSN crew members.
Week 1.
As we all know, rushing on to the
That's
set
right.
last year.
Just got here 2
Hope
seconds
everything
ago.
works, and here's the kickoff.
Uh-oh.
That goes out of bounds for Jack Neer, and that'll be a penalty going against the Ramblers.
Well, that's the first thing that's gone Harbor's way tonight, so let's see if they can capitalize on a little bit of sunshine.
The first miscue
Yeah.
for the Ramblers.
As I was mentioning earlier, guys, I don't know if I mentioned it yet or not, but this is our first broadcast since that Hudsonville Unity Christian soccer game.
Oh, yeah.
Where we had not you guys on set. I had to learn a little bit about soccer, Chuck.
We watched you.
Did it sound like I
Jen
knew something?
And who else was there?
Christopher Herman was on set.
Christopher Herman.
Christopher Herman, Jen Spate did a wonderful job, and those two helped me get through.
She does. She definitely knows her soccer. Here's the first look at Harbor's offense. Quarterback sneak right up the gut, and that's about a 3, maybe 2-yard gain. I think they know they're going to try to test that interior line of the Ramblers. Just because it's not as big as it was last year, they figure that might be the weak spot.
Well, pound for pound, I think we're outnumbered. Mm-hmm. But athletically, I like our odds, our chances.
I agree, Chuck. I agree. I've seen it so far in the first 3 games that, the weight thing can be a factor, but these guys are so athletic and the backfield so fast.
As you watch Scotty Haley here, he's out on our left side there, right.
Look at that play right there.
They don't go at him, and of course the Ramblers shut him down. Great stop.
Yep, number 51 for the Ramblers, doing a great job on end there.
I think that's a new spot for Will too, and that's a monumentous task for him, to hold that spot down. But you got Scotty Haley out there, and I'm trying, the long arm. I'm trying to think of the Dylan Williams.
Dylan Williams, you coached that, yeah.
Dylan Williams, right? He has,
Same
I know
thing.
Scotty's a senior, just getting into this, but he has that same athletic.
Same body type.
Same body type. And Dylan would get all coiled up and come out and just let you have it.
I get excited just watching Scotty because this is his first year playing football as a senior.
Look at him. He's going to chase that down.
He's hungry, guys. He's hungry.
Every time he does something, you're thinking there's so much more potential as he gets better throughout every game.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't done this, for a long time. So it's just like it gets better every time. It's like
Look to get a little high hat and read, but he can because he's so much bigger.
Yeah,
The guy.
he's in on everything, man.
It's like every play he makes, he's thinking, why didn't I do this last
Exactly.
year?
That's the first thing I said to him this year when he came into school. I said, "Hey, what do you think of football?" "Yeah, I love it." And I said, "Are you kicking yourself for not playing all those years?" "Oh yeah."
Well, Harbor Springs having to punt it away. That's Donovan Sullivan.
Into the wind.
For bounce.
And that's going to be near midfield. Great possession for the Ramblers offense taking over here. How about this name here, you guys? Aiden Breen, we sure miss you on set. Captain Rowdy touchdown animation. That looks so sweet.
There's a kid that had a football. Came late and turned into a
Speaking of senior year football.
Better kid than football player, but he turned into a great football player.
He did, and he knows exactly how hard it is for Will McGinnity to do that kind of animation, and so props to him from Aiden Bream.
Good to hear from Aiden. What a nice young man.
Yeah, and Aiden was that guy, the team on the foot basketball team, the team leader that just kind of helped guys like Scotty mature so much faster than they would have without Aiden's help. So, Bream, we miss you around here.
Sure do.
Here we go.
Again.
Hang on to that ball.
He's doing most of that himself, you guys.
Oh, my goodness. He's got the Crisco on tonight, I'm telling you.
The Crisco is on. He laid it on thick.
It was a step or two, and he was gone.
Most of those were not excellent blocks. That was mostly Caden just squirming out of those holes.
It's good to see him getting a lot of reps here early on. I mean, he's one of those kids that you just go, man, he has got just lightning quick speed. But it's been the Bobby Hoth show for most of the season so far, and now he's having a game here, Caden Jewett. There's a pass.
There it is
again. Is wide open to AB, and he's going to score on this one. Oh, maybe not. He's at the 3.
Great play by number 23, dragging him down. That's Jack Blanc. But what a catch by Best there, midfield. That's the one they missed on earlier, Brian.
Yep. Yeah, he just threw it a little bit low that first time, and they knew they could go back to it. And they've run this a lot. I mean, you got AB in the middle as a receiver, man. That's fantastic. You just got to put that ball up. And Jack Deere did a great job that time of putting it up. Here comes another bootleg out. Be careful with the block in the back there, Calcaterra.
Yeah, that was Jack, wasn't it?
That was Jack Neer.
Jack Neer.
Jack Neer keeps the football.
He saw white jerseys and put on the brakes.
Had a little uh-oh step.
Yep.
I call that the uh-oh.
Yeah, I was watching Calcaterra here on the end, number 13. I thought, bottom of your screen, I thought it was coming his way with a jump ball.
That's what I thought. And then that's what I was saying. Be careful.
He can jump to 11 feet.
Jack
Not a bad
Neer,
option.
Jack Neer comes out on that sweep. He's saying, don't block in the back there, Alex. That's what I was worried about.
Now they got Calcaterra in tight.
I like that look. You know, you look at Alex, and he looks tall. He looks tall and lanky, but that kid's tough. I like that maybe tight end type.
Yeah, he's almost playing that tight end.
I like that a lot.
That's where I'd be putting him a lot, is at that tight end spot. You know, play more like a tight end than a wide receiver.
Well, he's tough.
He's a little bit thicker than Pete was at this age, and so I'm sure he's going to fill out a little bit more.
Alex Calcaterra has been working out since he heard the word. Right?
Since he heard the word.
Even when he couldn't lift weights or do the things, he would be, and we were in there with the teams, right?
Trying to keep up with Max. Huh?
And he would squat and squat and squat, air squat and kettlebell squat and Bosu ball squat and squat and squat and squat and squat. And Randy would tell him stop it. His mom would tell him knock it off. He squatted so much he couldn't walk for a day or two.
Now look at that butt.
That kid works his tail off. I'm telling you, he's impressive.
Literally.
Well, he leads the team with receiving yards at 149 on the season, 5 receptions on the year. And I know he was kicking himself last week against Glen Lake.
Yeah.
Dropped down, but there he is, number 13.
Yeah, I'm telling you what, he's an amazing athlete. You know, I think 75% of the basketball team last year was Duncan.
Yeah.
And he was 3 inches shorter then.
So we got that same look. Calcaterra in tight. You got Colton Stat, top of your screen up
Punch.
top.
That's coming.
Ooh, loose
Oh, there's the ball.
Oh, goodness.
Fumble right here down on the goal line, and Harbor Springs going to have this one.
Chuck, that's the second best thing that's happened tonight for Harbor.
Well, we
Take a look at it right now. This is
They didn't vacate the backside. They stayed home. Look at all the white shirts there.
There was a little bit of a mix-up there in that handoff, and I just came from practice where that's all we were working on. That handoff, that pocket. If there's a little bbit of closed pocket or the ball's turned a little bit, man, it can be a fumble, and that's what happened right there, and Harbor Springs pounced on it.
Yeah, so for you viewers at home, Andy Bryant literally runs from practice, which ends at 7. He's on set at 7, still 7 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys have all been through it, so it's just my turn, huh?
It's fun, isn't it?
It's fun. It's great.
Justin
I can promise you miss
keep.
it. When it's over, you miss it.
Right now, I need a nap, but I know in about 5 years, I'm going to go, man, I miss that stuff.
Yeah.
There's Sean Little tuning in and saw that tweet. Talked to him last week or 2 weeks ago at the Charlevoix game. Miss him around here, too.
2nd and 5.
Well, how about Harley Catterat in the trailer, you guys? She's new at that replay. She is on it, huh?
She is.
Every replay we've seen so far has been on spot. Nice job, Harley, in the trailer. Oh, number 3, wrapped up by Scotty Haley.
I don't know why you run at that guy. I cannot figure it out.
He is a bruiser. This is only going to help him for basketball, his first love, you know, and we told him that for years. Like, it is going to help you so much for your strength in basketball.
You think his basketball coach likes this?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness.
I mean, it's textbook.
Folks, his basketball coach is sitting in the trailer directing all these kids.
He's smiling ear to ear. I mean, it's not a bad thing for him in there as you look at him.
But how about that transition, Chuck? You remember Max going from football season to basketball season?
Yeah.
It's a transition there that takes a little games there.
There's that
Nice.
up the gut, and that's a good positive gain for Harbor Springs if you look at what they've done so far. I mean, that's a good run.
Joey McHugh put a nice pop on that kid.
Yeah, watch him get stood up in here.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with Joey's play. Sophomore comes in at linebacker, and he's playing really well, you guys.
I told him after that Charlottesville game, I don't know if you guys remember this, the Charlottesville game, he's everywhere. And he just missed a few tackles he didn't wrap up. And next day in class, I said, hey, nice job in the Charlottesville game. And he kind of smiled at me. I said, you going to wrap up this week? And, he knew exactly what he said, yeah, I missed like 3 or 4 in the backfield. I just didn't wrap up. So he's doing a lot better wrapping up. Look at that. He's right there.
And his counterpart, Bush.
Jacob Bush. Yeah.
That duo, you guys, watch them for the rest of the season. They're going to get better, smarter. They hit harder.
They hit hard.
They both find a window and get through it.
They do. And those are the guys that you want at linebacker because they are, if there's nobody on the field, they're looking for somebody to go hit. You know, they're looking for a hammer to smash their hand. I mean, they just love contact. That's all they do. You know, that's the kind of kids they are.
That's Bush and McHugh.
It is. And so that's the kids you want right there in the middle.
Not meatheads, but...
Yeah.
That's Ager. That's, you know, who else was that? Sage. You know, those kind of guys.
Gregoire. Yeah, those guys are...
Here comes
Do it
outside.
around the edge.
There's Jewett.
Nice blocks.
Speed to the end zone. Nothing you can do.
Nice job, Jewett. He
is having fun tonight.
While you watch the blocking, I know he does a lot of running the ball. If you watch Bobby's blocking on that, and he didn't have a lot of contact, he did exactly what he had to do and went to the next level. That's just smart football for a guy that handles it a lot. He sure handled the moving blocking scheme there.
I like Coach's game plan, though.
I do.
Let's feature Caden Jewett tonight.
Yeah, it was AB last week, then Bobby the first 3 games, and now Caden Jewett started tonight. And
second touchdown tonight.
How do you scout this, right? I mean, if you're giving them something new to the scouts every time and just letting them know we got weapons.
Jack Mears' extra point is good. The Ramblers lead 21-0 as Captain Rowdy's out there getting the Rambler Rowdies fired up. And how can you not be, guys? 70 degrees. It's
beautiful
fall.
night.
5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, man.
Yeah, I was just looking at going, wow, these guys are rolling. I mean, not only are they just overall team speed fast, but they're scoring fast tonight.
Well, for Harbor Springs, you got to find some things to work on and success stuff, right? I mean, I'm not sure 3 quarterback sneaks is.
Here's our end zone camera. Another look at that touchdown run.
Watch Bobby.
Yep, Bobby getting in the way.
Just enough, and then hands off because he got his shoulder around the other side of him.
All right, we're going to go to the telestrator here.
I missed it.
Replay in there. If you guys could hold that frame by frame for a second for...
So we're going to watch...
Chuck's a little slow. We got to slow it down on that tele.
Yeah, slow it down for me. Thank you, Harley.
He's having a hard time
Harley.
keeping up.
He's going to get just enough of this guy right here.
Getting away.
Yep, so he'll get around on him there, then he'll let him go because he's coming through here. Then we're going to see Alex over here pushing his guy outside.
And Sam Harrell back deep.
Yeah, there's that.
There it
There
is.
you go. And then you had that lane where he could just run through it.
And
Just
the
good
rest,
blocking.
Just speed after that.
Just good
Ooh, I could
blocking.
catch this one.
Beautiful kick here.
Nice kick.
Fielded by number 10 for Harbor Springs.
Got some room here.
Yeah, well,
That's Sam Harrell on the kick return.
That closed quick, didn't it? Jeez.
so you know the temptation for a high school football player standing out there by himself on a kickoff to keep that contained? Colton Stat just did it.
Yep.
He avoided the temptation to get sucked in,
Yeah, he does a good job of containing.
and then he made the tackle. That's good football.
Got another message from Facebook message. This is Nancy Grubaugh saying thank you, RSN. Yes, Nancy, spread the word. RSN is back. We won't be on air next week as we travel to St. Francis, but there are 2 more broadcasts planned at home. And we could not make this happen without our sponsors this year. We'll talk a little bit more about them.
Up the gut.
Diddy there right away.
Yeah, Riley Dittmer.
Yeah.
Seems like we've called his name for a few years.
Yeah, he's a stump in there. I mean, you look at all the rest of the players. I mean, you got Will Brown and Jacob Johnson and Haley and all these guys that are just towers in there, and then you got the stump Diddy, who just clogs up everything. Such a strong kid.
Yeah, and he's playing at a great spot there. There he is, number 56. You're looking at him.
Looks like 2 of the other guys, right? He just on this team this year. Last year he was about normal size. This year he's just.
He got a thick hiney on him.
He is a thick dude.
Oh, Brian, looks like our next broadcast is you and your wife on a volleyball game, huh?
All right.
All right. Take a look at this pass down. He's got
There you go. Got something going there. That was a great look.
Nice catch by Jack Clancy, the junior.
See if we got a replay on that one. That was wide open.
That's a great toss.
It was a good play by Harbor Springs.
Almost broken up downfield. I believe that was Hewitt on that end.
Let's look at the read here. They did something.
Nice ball.
Oh, yeah, there it was.
Oh, that was Jewett. Okay, almost got a finger on it.
Yeah, he obviously bit run there at some point. He saw the quarterback roll out.
But there's Hewitt over in help there.
And 27 was on a full sprint. He wasn't thinking run at all. Oh,
look
nice
at that stuff by Bush.
Jacob Bush.
Oh, man.
That's commitment. When you commit to a hole.
He finds that window.
Watch this one. Look at, he knows.
He's done smashing himself in the hand with a hand.
I mean, Chuck, he's going to that hole no matter what, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
you're coming in that hot, whether the ball's going to the other side or not, he's hitting that
But that's the rule, right?
Yep, that is the rule. Fill your gap.
20
Fill your
miles an
gap.
hour.
And that time, that's where the runner was. And he just met Jacob Bush, number 2.
That is what.
Even if you're wrong, do it like that.
Yeah, exactly.
He wasn't wrong. But
Oh, I'm sorry. Jacob Bush is wearing number 20 tonight. His dad's old number. Yeah.
Sam Harrell stopped in the backfield.
Sorry about that.
Bobby Hope.
Number 2 is Joey McHugh tonight.
Joey McHugh.
Yeah, sponsor tonight for our first quarter is Marathon. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors, but Marathon, we'd like to thank you for your local sponsorship.
Is that the one by Family Fare?
That's the one right next to Family Fare, yep. You can get your beverages, your snacks, your fuel, your ice, yep, all your convenience store needs. Great prices and quick, friendly service.
another year of support. You got to appreciate the game.
Yeah, they make this all possible.
Yep.
And that's what we were just talking about before our football practice, was how great this community is, just to be a part of this community when you have good things going on, you know, with the sports and the school. And it's a great place to live.
Oh, look
at
that.
this botched play.
Nothing doing.
That was a slow developing play that was kind of broken, and the Ramblers broke it even more.
Wow, Will Brown having a great night on that side.
He chased that down from the backside.
That's that job of those defensive ends, is just to collapse that whole thing, make sure you don't let anything outside you. Look at that. He just he almost took that hand off.
Just, if you're Harbor Springs, maybe run counter this way. See if he bites on that again, right?
Timeout at Harbor Springs.
RSN is back, you guys, and wanted to let you know that we are going to be featuring, you guys, one of our great quarterbacks from the past at the WB Builders halftime show. Okay, we're going to be getting this quarterback from the past in our hot seat. So try to think of the quarterback, Chuck. He, I think, leads our high school in passing yards.
I know the answer.
Part of the 2001.
Ryan Amesbury.
Ryan Amesbury will be on set here. You got it. Mm-hmm. He's our featured quarterback, you guys. So we're going to highlight that 2001 season. I believe it was Coach Hill's second year here with Kapoka, and took them all the way to the semifinal game.
Special season. I was looking at some of those, that team picture of those kids, and man, it just seems like yesterday those kids were in my class and laughing and having fun and talking about their great season.
How old were you then?
I was 12. But then,
you didn't have to shave. You didn't have to shave as much.
That's right. But what a great group of kids. Again, that's that Boyne tough. Just kids wanted to play. You know, just kids wanted to play, and that group was exactly like that, and they played a lot.
You know, here's the punt that kicks it out of bounds just outside the 20 there. You can say that about almost every team, though. If you think back through the years,
It's Boyne tough.
you can find those kids. I don't care what team it is.
Yeah.
Go back to Crizel's and further.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
I mean, watching them play, I think it was Calumet right here, or Ishpeming, one of the two.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I mean, it's a community thing. I mean, everybody, that's what football is here in Boyne City from third grade on up, and that's how we get these teams. And it's an amazing, fun thing to watch for all the years, and I can't wait to watch that 2001.
Chuck, bringing that up, another former player now coaching our cornerbacks. Secondary is Robbie Jensen. There's another great player that went off to play college.
You know, a little swing pass out here to AB, and this could go.
Robbie Jensen wore this number right here, number 5. Look at, here comes Aaron Betts.
Oh my God, what a move! What a move!
Wow, that's instinct. That's just instinct. There is a flag on the play, but I was trying to highlight number 5, Robbie Jensen back in the pass, and here comes Aaron Best running down the field, number 5 right at us. But
well, you know how fast Robbie Jensen was? Do you know how fast he was?
Oh my gosh, watch this.
As fast as he needed to be.
Yeah, watch this. Look at this.
That's what they said about him.
Keeping that wide base, man, the guy almost sat down on him, and he lost grip, and they're going to get that called back.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised.
I tell you what, Robbie Jensen, I've coached with him a few times in baseball and stuff like that, and I just love the way he is with kids and his expectation. He just comes in with this standard that's just above everybody. And you know why that standard is there and you believe him? Because he did it. You know, this kid was an amazing athlete in all sports, and now he comes out here and he's going to be an influence on these kids that all are the same way. They're just like Robbie Jensen, and he speaks their language.
4 years of Albion, maybe? Mm-hmm. Olivet?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Defensive back, safety down there. Played all 4 years.
And but I just love the way he talks with kids. It's very cool, very positive. But he holds them to a standard that they all adhere to. It's fun to watch. He does it from 4th graders all the way up to seniors. And I'm so glad that he decided to come and coach here at Boyne City.
Married to a heck of a softball player. From East Jordan, but
you know,
Tommy Altman, she was a great softball player. Here we go again.
Caden. This one comes to
nice
Jewett.
block.
This is Bobby Hoth, number 8.
This is Bobby.
Alex Calcaterra out there stalk blocking for him.
Oh, he gets some daylight, picks up a Rambler first down there and brings it up near the 40-yard line.
Go back there and shake Alex Calcaterra's hand.
Made that possible.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, they're going to mark that near the 45. Nice run by Hoth.
Sorry, it's my fault.
Ramblers moving the chains again. Jack Neer with the snap gives it away to Hewitt, the runner this time.
Oh, he gave it
a little hesitation here. He's got to turn on the jets.
Wow, Hewitt's making some moves out there.
Don't need the uh-oh stuff.
Yeah, he's more of a juke and jive instead of just put it the pedal down.
That's good to see those guys get carries, though.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been a long time since Gavin Hewitt has had a carry on offense.
Well, it's good to get them going. You never know.
Well, at this point, Chuck, I would really start looking at that. You got a big game coming up next week, and let's not do anything to get these guys injured. Work on some stuff, move some people around, try some different guys.
Pass. There it is.
Oh, he drilled that one in there. Nice
pass.
job.
Nice diving catch by Jewett.
Great catch by Jewett. It was open. You can space these guys out. It's open.
When you got a run game like the Ramblers are running right now tonight, it's going to bring those guys in tight, and plays like that are going to open up. And how smart of coach to call a passing play right there.
Well, you got man on the outside here.
Hoth takes it inside. He picks up a couple.
Hoth on the carry.
Looks like a 3 to 4 yard carry on that one.
Jump around to stop.
Kerry Hardy messaging in. So glad I still get to watch. Thanks, RSN. We are back.
State finalist team in attendance. Please meet Adam.
I think right now Tom Clemens is talking about that 2001 team to the fans.
I'm getting chills just hearing that come over the loudspeaker. All the 2001 semifinalists, please come and line up. I'm going, oh my gosh, these guys are here. They're in the building. You know, I remember being right down here on the fence watching them beat Muskegon Oak Ridge in double overtime. And that, man, you want to talk about a community spirit there. That was fun.
Yeah. Ryan Amesbury looks exactly the same.
Hasn't changed a bit.
No, he does.
Jewett on the carry.
Oh, they're going to call a flag here on Alex Calcaterra, I think.
Again, we'd like to thank our first quarter sponsor tonight. That is the Boyne City Marathon next to Family Fair. Our presenting sponsor tonight is Pat O'Brien and Associates. I'd like to thank those sponsors. And second quarter coming up here in about 11 seconds.
Is that 11 seconds?
Was that 1.1?
1.1.
Yeah, I think they got him here. I don't know what they're going to call this. Personal foul, I believe, on Alex Calcaterra. I don't know if you can see the replay on this. I think he had a great block out here. Calcaterra did, and then I think he kind of got up and pushed off on the guy, and a little too much extracurricular, and they called a personal foul. So Jacob Robinson tuning in from Hope College. Jacob Robinson certainly had his heyday here on the Rambler football field. He's continuing at Hope.
He may be a captain down there this year.
That's right. He's going to have a
Ramblers have a 20
heck of a year. Tweet us in a little bit more information,
If you could
Jacob, and tell us if you're captain.
to midfield,
300-pound guard.
I saw him the other day, this summer. I saw him, and you know what? I've had him in my class and coached him and everything like that. And he still hasn't sprouted the neck. He hadn't found one yet. It's just solid. Solid boy, man.
Shoulders to ears, huh?
Yeah, he is just a thick dude. There's John Koo. Look at that.
Speaking of
no neck right there.
Yeah.
9-0.
Coach Dave Bricker.
Prior to winning the district title over Benzie Central, then advancing and winning the
Daniels, is that Detcher there?
Bo Detcher.
Yeah. Aaron Shulak.
Brian Amesbury.
Welcome back,
Is this
Ramblers.
Shulak?
Shulak, yeah.
John Koo,
Is that Polly? Who is that? Polly's next to Bricker?
Daniels.
Yeah.
I think that is Polly's, isn't it? Wow. That was a great team.
Well, that's
Man,
not all the
exciting.
teammates.
That's not
but-
all of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine they're dispersed all over.
Yeah, a lot of those guys, Tim Wellert, Mark Goddard, all those guys that played on that
Spade
team.
was on that team.
AJ Spade. How come AJ Spade? AJ Spade
I
is here
talked to him today.
He's here every night. Why is he out there?
I don't want to go out there.
He probably got shy.
He's
didn't he?
wrestling a cypress somewhere.
I still got wood chips in my hair.
Everywhere.
He wasn't real worried about his appearance anyway.
No,
but-
never was.
Yeah.
And back to the action. Jack Neer now going north. Is third and long here for the
Got him.
Ramblers.
He's got him.
Nice catch by
Oh.
AB.
Nice tackle
Good
by
throw.
number
That's a
21.
good throw.
Speaking of that 2001 team, if you guys aren't in attendance and you happen to be watching right now, tweet in. We'd love to hear where you're at and what you're doing right now. You guys are such a special part of Rambler history, and I hope that you're tuning in, and tweet us if you can.
That includes you, Gus Kapoka. And we saw him,
right.
Chugga. He was down
He
at
was
that
here.
Hudsonville Unity Christian game, wasn't he?
He was here for a scrimmage against the Ramblers
Was he? Okay.
this football season, yeah.
Yeah, he was a part of that team from 2001.
He was a big part of that team.
Wound like a 10-day clock.
That's right.
Oh, picked off.
Picked off. Could see that coming.
Turn of events there. Near rarely picked off this season.
Sam Harold.
Gets one taken away there.
Good defensive play.
That was. He basically knew that route was coming, and he just stepped in front of that.
It's Sam Harrell. Andy, as I'm calling these names, I swear these are the same names I called last Saturday in the Pop Warner game, but I've been calling those Pop Warner games so long.
Yeah.
These players have all grown up,
All
now
those
they're-
names.
You know what the good news
We
is?
got about 5 last names in every town.
At the
so.
Pop Warner game and the game the other night, I could hear you. Could you? I heard everything that was going on.
Yeah, Trey McGregor. I mean, I called these names when they were
I'll tell you what, that 5th and 6th grade Harbor Springs team is big. They're a good football team. There it is, Devin Hayden.
Oh boy, he's still going.
There you go.
Start that thing up right away, right? Alex Cuctera, greater than Peter Cuctera.
And you guys, that is that's the greater than symbol.
That's right. There it is. Oh gosh.
Oh,
I think
boy, look at those knuckleheads.
Pete's trying to catch popcorn.
Oh man.
Michigan.
Pete, that looks like your senior picture right there. That's fantastic. That's awesome.
What's that guy doing there? He goes to Marquette.
Wait a minute. He said he was home.
Hey, no, he texted us and told us.
He said he was studying tonight.
No, he texted me, said he's headed to Pete's.
Some names from the past, and always glad to hear from those former players.
There's going to be a hold right there on Harbor Springs.
Yeah,
but
that should be a defensive hold on 25. You know, I got to tell you, Roger, during your was it the 8th grade game? It was 4th and 8, and they threw a touchdown to Gabe Walsh.
yeah.
I heard it. It was great.
Gabe Walsh had a great game.
I did. I could hear it.
He caught one.
He
threw one,
Yeah.
and then he ran.
He
for
ran one.
I live a half mile up the road. I sat at my deck and listened to the whole game. It was great.
Did you hear the line where I said, "Well, that snap, it's not working, but it's working"? Did you see that? End of that snap was over Walsh's head every time. But they worked it out. They got some runs off of that. And,
Most of the time, the running back just took it. And
great game for the Ramblers that night. Here comes the pass, looking deep downfield. That's a
Oh,
jumper.
man.
That was a different defensive call there.
Justin Avero's pass is
I see that again.
Well, if I'm Harbor, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to throw the ball. That was the only thing that you got big yards on. So do a little play action here and then see if you can get that ball off before you get sacked. And that receiver needs to just keep running.
Looked like we had a defensive lineman drop into a zone. Or I'm seeing things, one or the other.
That could be. I mean, it's the first game and all. It's kind of humid out.
Pretty nice, actually.
It's beautiful right now. I thought we were going to get rain down here, but it's holding off. There it is again, little bootleg out, and he's going to keep it and be hammered by AB.
Well, guys, this coming in, one of Pete's teammates, Adam Hobson, was featured in that picture that we just saw. We'd like to officially invite you, Adam, to Boyne City Pirate Fest, please, if you would make your way down to Boyne City. Come on down to Pirate Fest. There he is. Adam, Pirate Fest 2022, Boyne City.
That guy. Was he here?
I mean, you're wearing a jersey. You got to come.
Yeah, those knuckleheads were at my house.
Ramblers back with the ball near, hands off to Hoth, who's got a little lane. He's
He had
Boy.
it. He had it.
He did. You got to shoot through that. He's still going to make it work.
Tackle. Look at the moves by Hoth.
Both on the carry.
That's just strength there. That run he made late, Andy, I think it was third quarter against Glen Lake, right here on this end zone, just strength, shaking off 3-4 tacklers and then scores.
That's the other thing we take for granted here is, you know, the speed. They're so fast, but man, they know how to shed tackles when they run, and that is a skill that all these backs do. And it does help that you're fast. That sheds a lot of them, but they're strong too.
I'd say he's not only fast, my friends.
Yeah, they're very, very thick boys.
Bobby's got some muscle.
Jack Deere's pass.
There's Emma. Hoping to hear the cannon from Atlanta.
Colton Stott with his first reception of the night.
Can you imagine that, living in Atlanta?
Andra, congratulations on your new role for EJ down in Atlanta, huh? How's that?
Atlanta, Georgia. It's about
Atlanta,
1,000 miles.
GA.
It's about 15, 16 hours if you're pulling a U-Haul trailer, in case you're wondering.
Not that you would know.
Chuck, I wasn't wondering. I know I-75 really well. I grew up in Georgia.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Hour and a half away from where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I-75 really well.
Yeah.
To and from Michigan all the time, but I'm sure Emma will get to know that route too.
Mm-hmm. It's different than here. There's lots of people.
Oh, yes, there are. It's a little more crowded down there, isn't it? Yeah.
But she had to go figure it out, and
good for her.
I give her a lot of credit for doing that. It was
as we all do, right?
Yep. And a great company though. They've been really good to her. EJ.
Here's a pass by Jack Neer. Nice one. Oh, he
just missed him.
Had to throw that quick.
Else, I wanted to give a shout out to Audrey Richards. Her and her mom and I were talking, and she's watching RSN tonight. She's going to be tuning in to see her sister watch or play in the marching band. That would be Ruby. So nice shout out to you, Audrey, down there where you are at Liberty.
Liberty, that's right.
Liberty.
I was so excited when I heard that she was going to Liberty. I've never heard of anybody going to Liberty. This is great. You're the first. And I think we have somebody else
Forensic scientist?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's got to make your heart pump.
Yeah. She was a rock star in anatomy, man. She was. She knew all that stuff. I don't think she got maybe more than 2 wrong the entire year in the anatomy.
Kindest people you'll ever meet.
Yep.
Audrey Richards.
5 yards out.
Thanks for watching, Audrey. Kick is up and overshot that time.
Good. That one's wide right.
No good, off to the right.
Well, a couple miscues lead us to stalled drive.
All right, we're going to take our first commercial break here on RSN. We're going to test the crew with sending it out. We'll be right back right after this break.
Hey, Randy.
And thank you. That was my presentation.
That was great. Lucas, you're up next.
What does that mean? I got it. Oh, that's what it is.
Welcome back, Rambler fans. You are in the second quarter, 8 minutes, 49 seconds. And the Ramblers stalled out their drive.
Tackle for a loss.
And the Harbor Springs Rams take over.
Chumler on the run.
Chris Baxter tweeting in, thanks Team BCVI, and here we are back to
Okay, I don't
Alex
know
and
what
his-
that has to do with it. Okay, here we
Well,
are.
at least they're all wearing Rambler gear, right?
They are.
Knuckleheads.
You guys can't
Saw
hear me.
Pete.
Can't
Pete was
hear
here
me.
last week watching the game.
Can't hear me eating Skittles on Saturday.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hey, what happened? I didn't get any Skittles.
Yeah,
Well,
Second down, 13.
got some of our
Chumler.
5th and 6th grade football players hanging around the truck here, and I'm stealing candy from them, so it's good. It's my dinner tonight.
you got to pay.
That's right.
You got to pay to play.
You got to pay, boys. Well, Harbor Springs has got to, I think, just do some fundamental stuff, right?
Right.
Get some blocking, maybe their go-to plays, a couple, 2, 3, 4 of those.
Well, they got quite an athlete, number 27.
Ooh, he's good.
He is a good-looking football player, but like you said,
Thick-looking, too.
Chuck, a nice block, get him a couple yards, and get him moving.
3rd and 13.
What do you do on 3rd and 13?
Well,
Oh, good power run there by 27.
yeah, that's him. Mason Wilcox comes up, makes the tackle.
Yeah, East-West doesn't get it, though, right?
I'll tell you what, that's a player I'm proud of, too. Watching Wilcox from, when he first came onto this varsity squad, you guys might remember, he wasn't hitting real hard, and he was a little shy from hitting, but now you watch him out there. I think we were watching that Glen Lake game. I think Coach McShane almost broke his back. He was so proud of one of those
Yeah,
hits.
yeah. Well, I
Mike
think
was jumping on his back. He was so proud of him, but
I think it's just a confidence thing because he's not a lot bigger than he was then, right?
he's hitting more these
Yeah,
days.
confidence,
Uh-oh.
Right to Jewett.
of course.
Nice block by Bess.
Oh, God.
Well, he ran into the teeth of it. But
Well, the thing about players like Hewitt and Wilcox is they have the speed, the athleticism, but not as thick, not as hard hitters, that reputation that all these other guys have. And Coach Tuttle was talking, we talked about this the last couple of years, and those kids, they need to get fired up. They need to come on and get punched in the mouth. You punch back, and he said this year they're starting to get fired up about it. Now we just got to make sure they do something about it.
Right.
But they're now getting a little more aggressive with how they play, and you can tell.
Like
I mean, they were
previous
targets
play.
last year. Offenses would go after them and throw it to their side, and now
I thought they played well at defensive back last year, though.
They did. They got picked on a lot, so they learned real quick.
Well, that was the Glen Lake game last year down there.
That last one, that playoff game?
Yeah.
Ooh, what a game.
I mean, that was a slugfest. But,
Yes, right down to the last play.
Yeah.
Bobby Hoth saved the day on that
right.
tackle.
We have Robbie Jensen, which is a nice fill-in for Colby Shoemaker, who did a really good job for a number of years. That's the best our defensive backs have looked in.
Yeah, hats off to Kobe
Ever?
for what he started there. And now Robbie picks up the torch and carries it. So
Yep.
those two guys, both college players, and they know the game. They know the secondary.
They look
And
good.
Lou Russo, he's happy to see his boy.
Yeah, he's watching Diddy
Riley.
play.
Yep. Grandpa
The
Lou
stump.
watching.
The grandpa of the stump, middle of the line.
Outside.
Goes AB, very
AB.
secure.
Chuck, one of the fundamentals I'm noticing is just missed tackles by Harbor Springs. When you wrap up, you got a hand on a player, you got to really wrap up.
Do you think it's more the legend than the fact? I mean, these kids are fast. They hear about it. You read about it. You see about it. We all get the same newspaper. I mean,
Well,
you
and
can
again,
pick up that paper and read that name so many times.
Yeah,
And
you guys know this from coaching youth football, and I'm in the middle of it right now, is intimidation and confidence are huge at that age, right? The athleticism will come, and you develop that through the confidence. But, man, getting scored on the first kickoff or getting sacked or something like that is a huge confidence. It just shatters your confidence. And so the rest of the game, you're thinking, oh, my gosh, these guys are all fast, and I got to
punch in the
It
teeth,
is.
yeah.
It's just you got to be able to step up.
so it was a quarter ago that we said it was, 5 minutes to go? And,
Yeah,
and the score's not changed much,
That's
though.
right. 21-0 still.
4th down.
So
So you-
5 minutes, that clock is correct on your screen. And Megan Harmling watching, tweeting in, let's go Boyne. And a shout out to her little brother, killing
right.
it tonight. That's right, Ben, our new TD
Throw
in
into a
there.
spot. Throw into a spot. Wait, he had it. He may have dropped it.
Jackson's pass falls incomplete in the end zone.
Yeah, Megan, I agree. Ben's in there doing a great job.
We have a Harmling in here?
Another Harmling.
We have Ben Harmelin in here.
All
TD
right.
in.
Believe that's the last one that we'll see.
I don't know.
There's been a flock of them.
Yeah.
All been great, though.
I believe Anna was in there at one point as TD.
Well, the thing I've noticed about the Harmelings running that TD is they're just not smart enough. You know, that's the problem.
Yeah.
So they just, hey, there you go.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, they just don't have the IQ. This is Merry Christmas, apparently. Nice.
Got the Christmas decoration.
Yeah.
Is this the one at Stanford? U of M.
Yes.
Yeah. Michigan, I think.
Yeah,
maybe.
Anna should tweet in here shortly.
And I believe Katie's at Michigan, too.
Flag on the play. Delay of game.
Delay game here. Boy, this clock is really ticking away slowly. It gives me a chance to talk about our second quarter sponsor, guys, which is the law offices of Robert Banner, serving Boyne City and Northwest Michigan since 1991. We'd like to thank you, Robert Banner, for your sponsorship towards our RSN community, being able to watch out there.
Ooh, nice little counter there.
That is.
Harrell on the carry.
Well, Chuck, I think I would be doing a heavy dose of counter or reverse or something like that with this team speed and just see if you can catch somebody, you know, getting a little too excited for making all these tackles and somebody not doing their responsibility and staying home. And
would you try to find a way to put it in 27's hands?
I would, but he's not really a speedy reverse guy.
Well,
but he's a bruiser. I would maybe do a counter.
He's built like a Crizel, for God's sake.
Coming back and let him come back. See if you got a one-on-one matchup with somebody that missed an assignment.
But, Andy, you know, you play those teams where you look at your back, you got a 27, you know he's great.
Yeah.
You look to the right and you go, okay, can't run there, there's Bobby. You look to the left, okay, we can't run there, there's Scotty.
Yeah.
Where do you run? You look in the middle, there's Jacob Bush, and there's...
So as things are going, though, I think it's like a boxing match, right? If you're Harbor Springs, put your heavyweight in there and let them slug it out.
Yeah, we did. We had that philosophy a couple times last year. We scouted some teams, and they got a big defensive end or a big whatever, and you just go, you know what? I'm not going to run away. Let's run at him and see what happens. And we run right at him, and it changes a lot of things. But sometimes it doesn't go well, but got to try it a couple times.
Well,
look at this.
We got
little break here. Oh, fumble. What a hit.
That's a good hit by number 4.
Is that Wilcox?
Yeah,
Wow.
Mason. It was Mason.
Yeah,
Nice hit.
He put a hurting on 7 there.
Miss 7 was off, though. Good thing Mason got him.
Slow to get up. Justin Averill, the senior.
Watch this. He's got that hand. They got the ball on the inside hand, and that's the mistake right there.
That's what got him.
That's the kind of play I'm watching out of Mason this year that has shown maturity.
You just called it
Yep.
5 minutes ago.
That's right there.
Aggressive. He's getting aggressive.
He's head hunting. Look at
That's what he needs. He needs a little confidence. Needs a little Rambler Rowdy shooting some kind of gun, whatever that was. That was fantastic.
Well, you watched those guys play
that
basketball last year, and they had confidence there. I mean, I think we talked about the football thing, building basketball players. It sure did that for those boys.
It did.
Another graphic here.
All right, I guess we're gonna get the graphic again, or no? My next play. Okay. I didn't see that graphic. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know if anybody else saw
Chuck,
it.
you'll be happy to know that Mason is still just a junior this year, so
I know.
see him one more year.
A lot of these kids are.
Clancy on the carry.
I think it's coming, Andy.
Okay. Pay attention. Pay attention. I need more Skittles.
No, you don't.
Oh,
Whoa.
there he goes.
Oh, Rocket Rowdy.
Got
Okay.
ya.
Nice. Okay. All right. Now it makes sense. That's beautiful.
Nice
That's
job.
a Wilma Kennedy special right there.
Punt.
Punt goes up
Catch it in the air. That's good.
into the hands of Jewett.
Get outside. Get
Oh,
outside.
now you send that.
Patient.
Oh, he fumbled it. He fumbled it.
Well, those are the things that for the last quarter that we've been doing, boys.
2 fumbles.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever seen Jewett fumble on a kick return or punt return.
Watch it right here. It got punched out. That kid didn't even go for a tackle. It was just a punch out. Watch this.
He had the outside. He had to get inside out on that.
Look at this.
His own guy.
I think he did. Yeah, he just couldn't swing his arm, and it squirted it out.
Boy, Game Cam, Hero Cam, and Harley Cataract, man, getting it going on. That's Paris Meadows up top. With
That's Sisson
that
up there
roll.
getting that one there.
And
The Hero
Owen
Cam,
Sisson,
nice
yeah.
job.
Shout out to the new RSN crew.
He needed to stick that foot at full speed and get outside.
There's a look at the Rambler Rowdies tonight.
Is there a theme here?
I believe it's Hawaii.
Yeah, I think it was some kind
I
of.
guessed that, Chuck, just a
Nice job.
guess.
We're just kind of going off the cues here. I think it's some kind of beach
I
thing.
think that's Avery Walsh with the sideline cam.
10.
I think we're in Malibu.
Go throwing. Going. Oh.
Oh, you
got
see,
him.
that's. I mean, you got to be able to do something that you can throw quick because you're not going to have a lot of time.
Yep.
Will Brown getting there.
by Bobby Hope.
And Bobby Hoth.
I don't want to make this sound shocking, but Will Brown is playing. I mean, I expected him to play well, so I don't want to. This isn't a negative. Well, he has been the man tonight.
Yes.
He is just one of those, squirrels on Red Bull. That and if you get him wound the right way, man, he could be real dangerous. Football has been great for him. He's doing a great job this season.
And we got a threat coming downfield. Oh, I like the read. I saw Wilcox reading that.
You see him there, and there he is again. Stand up, outside, contain, pressure in the quarterback.
Squeezed it right on in.
Squeezed it in.
Yep.
And by no means is that like I'm shocked by it, but he has been.
Again, maturity, right?
Yeah,
They're
maturity.
all getting
That's
smarter. They're
if you've seen him in a classroom, you'd be very impressed with him on the football field doing what he's told. You know what I'm saying? Like he forgets pencils, he forgets notebooks, he's got to go back to his locker to forget stuff. But out here, he stays true to his assignment, and he does it.
Much like the classroom.
you don't need pencils out here.
Who needs pencils?
This is where he's learning his responsibility right here. Hopefully it carries over. We have a lot of fun.
There's your big boy.
There he is. He
We have
broke
a-
free, got on the run, picked up a first down for the Rams right when they need it. As the clock winds closer to 2 minutes, the Rams are on the move.
That one they ran away from Will Brown on that outside, and they got outside of Scotty. And
Or who's contained over here? Maybe Scotty's not contained. Your Viper or Rambler.
I believe Scotty's playing DN. It looks like Aaron Best.
Aaron AB might have been over here, but yeah, we have fun with Will Brown. He is
He's that guy.
He's that guy in class.
doesn't need
He's
pencils out here, Coach.
so much fun.
He doesn't need pencils out here.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I'm
All
just telling you, like you're.
And that's the
He's so true to his assignment. Look at it. He's doing his job again. He's got
Get
double
rid of it,
team.
son. There you go.
Oh man, that.
So what you saw there is they have the right idea. Harbor Springs they know what's going on. They just got to finish it, right? That guy was coming across the backside. He was thrown to the spot that he thought he was going to be. Took a little pressure and threw a little errant, but so they're working on some things.
Yeah, if that ball's put in a better spot, 21's got a chance there.
Well, we were chasing.
You guys know me. I would.
Double
21 nothing. I'd be putting this ball in the air if I'm Harbor.
What's your play? Magna, double A, Z.
Double wide, fly pass.
Double wide.
Not to be confused with your double wide trailer, but
Well, I was getting confused calling Drew Bryant Drew Neer last Saturday.
lots of Drew quarterbacks around this place.
I'm just going
Look
to
at
call
that
them.
hit.
I'm just going to call them all Drew Brees.
Drew Brees, yeah.
You're all Drew Brees.
They made a Harbor Springs Ram sandwich out of that running back.
Did you see that crunch right there?
I did. Yeah.
That's a lot of meat in the middle.
27 jumps up, though. He's a tough kid.
He is. Great football player. You're right, Chuck. Kind of built like a Cruzel, isn't he?
He is.
There's a lot of size on this team, on that Harbor Springs team. It just, you think they'd be able to open a hole for 27, and it's hard to do with that speed. There's Anna Harmeling.
Hey, yeah, nice to hear from you, Anna. RSN is back in action, and your little brother, Ben. Got the whole crew.
Benny, good job.
Good job. Yep. Nice shout out from Big Sister.
He hasn't even blinked.
Tanner Cruzel. I just did his, played music at his wedding about 4 weeks ago. So he's all married up. And I told him still, best 11 or 12, best 12 that, wow, what a great player.
He's up in Marquette now.
He would kick the ball on kickoff, and who would make the tackle every time?
Yeah.
He might have been the definition of a meathead back then.
That's right. Oh, man.
What a
Tanner,
great kid.
we got other guys to make the tackle. You just kick it. Kick it, run down.
What a good kid.
I'm sure there's people watching going, man, these kids are mean, but man, we love these kids like they're our own sons, and
Like
that allows us to have fun with them, and man, it's being part of a group. We're part of that group as well. So yes,
Filled it well.
most of the Cruzels are meatheads.
Oh well. Maxwell walked into a ORV or an ATV dealership up in Marquette, and guess who's working?
Who?
Tanner Cruzel. I'm not sure why Max is walking in by looking at ATVs in college, but
Yeah, setting the stage of that story, I don't think I even want to know, but yeah, there they are.
Now, let's get to our sponsors here, starting with our presenting sponsor, Mr. Pat O'Brien. We'd like to thank you for your contribution to this year's RSN, Pat O'Brien's passion is to provide an effortless experience while buying and selling your home in the Boyne City area. So thank you, Pat O'Brien. First quarter was Boyne City Marathon near Family Fair. Second quarter, the law offices of Robert Banner. I'd like to thank you, Robert Banner. Halftime coming up, we got WB Builders. And we'll be presenting you with Ryan Amesbury, one of the members from that team from 2001. Third quarter, we have WB Builders sponsoring that quarter as well. Pat O'Brien Real Estate sponsoring our fourth quarter. And our post-game sponsorship going to Northern Michigan Escapes. The Walsh family, we'd like to thank you guys.
Got Pat O'Brien's grandson on my football team.
Gerster.
Gerster,
Yeah,
Quinn Gerster.
He wears the number 11.
There's your boy.
Oh, there it is. There's a little counter action there. And there's some yards.
First down.
35 to 35.
Well, either they're listening or they had the same idea.
Yeah. Got to get some misdirection here with this team speed, but you know, 6 yards or so, that's a positive for them.
So this graphic you see, Andy, I believe that's you and your wife doing a volleyball game next Tuesday, huh? Or no, it's a couple Tuesdays from now.
One day at a time. One day at a time. Apparently, I'm doing that. Yep, we're good. That hasn't come up on our schedule yet. I'm sure we're penciled in, but can't wait. Volleyball team is looking good.
How about 3 weeks? I'll give you 3 weeks, Andy.
Okay, good. Yeah. There's a pass over the middle. There it is. That's what you're talking about, Chuck. That play, he comes in like that. He's just thrown to a spot, and he's having a hard time getting to that spot.
But we were chasing again.
Mm-hmm.
So they're running this loop or up the sideline and to the middle. But we're vacating. They're running too, and he's throwing to a spot. He had a little pressure back there. Otherwise, he might have hit that one.
Yeah, it's the same play. We've seen that 3 times now.
I think they're going to get that one tonight. They're going to get that one eventually. I like that play.
That's the closest one, yeah.
I got to draw that up, man. I like that. Might be running that tomorrow.
Double fly.
Yeah.
Go wide, circle in.
I'm pretty conservative this year with my pass plays, so I'm trying to.
You got Drew Bryant at quarterback?
Yeah, Drew Bryant at quarterback. I'm trying to dial it into a little bit more of Coach Suttle's offense and.
No kidding. That's a weird theory.
Yeah,
that's a weird theory.
Well, he's the one giving me half of these double wide plays, guys.
Yeah,
so
sure.
He is. He's got all kinds of patterns for me. He loves it.
I asked him that very question last Saturday. You let Bryant do his thing? Well, I give him about 5 plays. And then he...
5. He didn't say run those 5 all the time.
Yeah, I don't. How many times did I throw on Saturday?
Very few.
Very few times, right? And then we got a lead, and I didn't want to throw a lot. And so I run about 3 pass plays per game. So
I like that. Did you run the option too?
Yeah, we put that in. Yeah.
I like that option.
Yeah, you like that?
I said, well, running the option at midget level.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Rambler Sports Network here. First half has come to an end. Ramblers lead 21-0. We'll be right back with your WB halftime report.
So in conclusion, we feel that this solution provides Boyne City Public School student with the absolute safest virus mitigation solution possible for the following 3 reasons.
1. Self-containing oxygenation, filtered ventilation, and purified airflow. 2. Built-in guaranteed effective social distancing. And 3. Maximized personal protective equipment, or PPE.
Securing the funding so that Boyne City Public Schools can move to a 1-to-1 model, issuing Megan and I, along with all of our other student peers, with this optimal protection package, ensures that Boyne City Public Schools is on the cutting edge of student safety and virus technology.
Thank you for your time and consideration of our proposal.
There it is, picked off by Jewett. Oh, he knocked it down.
My apologies, folks. I thought it was halftime. There was still time on the clock there as Ramblers
20 seconds.
Another playoff there. On defense, breaking that up. So 20 seconds remaining before halftime.
Well, they see that long ball as something they can get to apparently here.
This one was not the same pattern as they had been running there, and I think, you run these guys just on fly patterns down the field. I don't think they can get past these guys. They got to run something that deep drag or something.
27's at tailback now.
Another pass play.
Max protection.
Yeah, that ball's just not coming out very accurate now.
Well, he's got I think he's hearing some footsteps too. So they kept 27 in that time to give him a little time.
The Ramblers take over on downs. First and
Well, that'll turn the ball back over to the Ramblers offense here with just 15 seconds. Don't be surprised what Coach Suttle might pull out of the playbook here.
Well, we're going to stand here and say he's going to take a knee, but then he's going to throw it.
I was guessing.
It's a good railing we're talking.
That's what I like about Coach Suttle, you know.
Me
So
too.
you guys give me crap for throwing that much down there on midget. He's the one encouraging it. You know it. He loves it. He wants these kids to be athletes. You know, let them have some fun. So this would be a perfect time to have some fun.
Doesn't look like the knee here, Chuck.
It does not.
And it is a pass play complete to Alex Calcaterra.
Cal.
Got out of bounds. Smart football.
8 seconds left here.
That's there. That's there all day.
Well, that's what they saw. They just run everybody down and then just run that little waggle right short.
Well, Alex is so athletic. Just put it
Near him.
anywhere above his head.
Near him, right?
Now
8
do
seconds.
they go deep?
Well, it'd be
You got
50 yards.
stat over here, split out left.
Yeah, you got
48-yard pass.
Single coverage.
Oh, motion.
Oh yeah, you got trips here. This is
You're
gonna
going to see that play they threw.
going
to Cole.
backside. He looks
Yep.
it off,
He's
flicks it
looking at-
off, got the rush.
Oh, look at
Shuffle.
this pitch. Bob's going to make something happen here.
Get out of
Time
bounds.
expiring.
You gotta get.
Play still open, and fumble comes out. And
that's how
that'll
it's
do
gonna
it
end.
for the half here. That'll go down as a fumble.
Yeah, that was a trips, look it off and come back to Colton Stat, but too much pass rush.
Yeah, we're going to get another look here before we go to halftime. I believe Bobby Hoth coughing the ball up at the end of that. But, hey, he was fighting for something, and new time expired. Trying to make something out of that. And the Ramblers lead 21-0. We'll come right back after halftime. As the marching band will take the field, we'll have Ryan Amesbury on set for our WB halftime hot seat.
I need to find Klooster to get a copy of his curriculum map. You seen it?
Yeah, he's good at that stuff. Yeah, he keeps it on the Rubicon Atlas.
Shaka Khan what?
No, it's not Shaka Khan. It's the Rubicon Atlas.
Isn't that a sandwich?
Got it! Hey, you gotta keep your feet apart!
And you're late on your fall line.
Yes, it's the Rubicon Atlas.
The beer I've got real nice. Rubicon Friday.
Really good Rubicon sandwich over there.
Extra horseradish.
No, I love it. Yeah,
It slides right down.
A lot of
Yep.
stuff.
School is back in full swing, and the Rambler Marching Band is ready to roll with some more of this year's halftime theme. Women of Pop. The band would like to recognize the contributions of all female musicians by presenting some music from the past and current artists. Drum Major Megan Minar, is your band ready? Rambler Band, the field is yours. Let's kick things off with one of today's most iconic pop stars, Lady Gaga. Baby, she was born this way.
You think I'm going to go to a piano recital thing with the football game?
Big hair and a lot of attitude come to mind when we hear the legendary name of Tina Turner. Here's Tina, Grammy Award-winning cover of CCR's Proud Mary. Next is the current Cuban-American female pop artist, Camila Cabello. Here's her 2018 hit single, Havana. present. The first song, Bang Bang, features English singer Jessie J, American singer Adriana Grande, and Trinidadian-American rapper Nicki Minaj. Then it's legendary Diana Ross's first big hit single, Ain't No Mountain High Enough. 2021 Boyne City High School Band continues the tradition of excellence on the field, on the stage, in the classroom, and in our community. The Rambler Marching Band is under the direction of Brandon Ivey, with color guard instruction by Sue Agers.
Why am I proud to be a Rambler?
Why am I proud to be a Rambler?
Why am I proud to be a Rambler? I am proud to be a Rambler because of the meaning of our community. To be a part of Boyne City means being a part of a community with great activities and people. Whether it be the town's recent support for Jason's fight for his life in a battle with the flu, the amazing 4th of July parade, or Boyne Thunder. Night in and night out, I am proud to be playing with the word Boyne across my chest. My name is Ada Bream and I play basketball, golf, and tennis here at Boyne City High School.
Welcome back, Rambler fans. You're watching the Rambler Sports Network. My name is Roger Coates, and I'm standing alongside Ryan Amesbury. How are you, Ryan?
Good. How you doing, Roger?
So tonight, the team was featured from 20 years ago, the 20th anniversary of the 2001 semifinal game that you guys went to. I think you finished the year 12-1 that season.
Yes.
The only loss came at Jackson Lumen Christie down in the big state semifinal game.
Yes.
So I'd like to talk to you a little bit about that season, your favorite memory. Let's start with that. Your favorite memory from that run. That entire season. They probably have a lot, huh?
Entire season, there's plenty of memories. It's hard to pick just one. But a couple stick out, like the Roscommon game. First game of playoffs, that sticks out. The weather was bad. My 18th birthday, and yeah, we pulled that game out in rough weather. And then the Muskegon game, obviously, that was the best. Double overtime.
Yes, yes.
Saturday afternoon game, this place was packed.
That was right here on this field, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. And that field was pretty new, wasn't it?
No, this field's been around before that for a while.
Okay, okay. So then you guys go on to Jackson Lumen Christie, shut out there, so that's a different story. But
there's not a whole lot to talk about that.
After that. So there's only been one other 12-1 team, and that was also coached by Coach Hill. So I believe that was his second year in.
I think that might have been like his fourth year in.
Fourth year in, okay.
Fifth, yeah.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about 20 years after that, your experience from that year, that season, and how it shaped you and your teammates. And you guys still get together and talk about that?
Yeah, when guys come home from wherever they're living now and everything, yeah, of course we got to talk about it.
Of course.
We got to talk about it. The wives and girlfriends, they get mad about us sitting around talking about it, but that's what we do.
So going back to talking about Coach Hills, Gus Kapoka was on that squad. The legacy that they started with your squad, taking you all the way to that semifinal game. Can you talk about that legacy and what it's made for our community?
Oh, it's made a huge impact on our community. I mean, that year alone in 2001, the way the community got behind us and rode with us everywhere we went. But Coach Hills and Coach Kapoka both, they seen some talent in the team and made it work, and they put the effort in, so did we, and it's great. And I think it made an impact on all the teams since then.
Yeah, I think you said the key word there, Ryan, effort, right? And I think that's what Hills brought to this, is you come with effort every game, every practice, and that tradition has kind of stayed.
Yes, it has.
Talk about legacy from that team moving forward. I mean, you spoke earlier, there's only been 3 or 4 teams who have not made the playoffs since 2001.
Yes, that's good.
Saying a lot. So watching this Rambler team, after you graduate, you hang the hat up, we all go through that, missing the years of playing, and you see your Ramblers, you still come out to the games.
Yep.
Your dad's out here all the time watching the games. So talk about what you notice about these Ramblers these days.
Oh, you see the same spark that I remember when I played, and kids still have it. They got that same drive from Coach Hills, and then, they passed that down to Coach Suttle, who's doing a great job with the guys, and they're putting the effort in on the offseason, and it's showing on the field tonight.
Yeah, I agree. Coach Suttle doing a great job taking over where Coach Hills left off. And here's a fun fact for all you guys at home. I got a first coaching stint. That guy right there, Chuck Vondra, talked to me and coming out here and coaching some flag football. So I did. I was 20 years old. My quarterback?
Yep.
9-year-old Ryan Amesbury.
Yep, that's right. I was.
It was flag football before Pop Warner came out and got big. But I really remember that year. We went 6-0 on that.
Yes, we did. That was fun.
Run. That was a good time.
You call it flag football, but it was kind of full contact.
It becomes full contact,
yes,
doesn't it? All right, so Ryan, you're in the hot seat. Thanks for talking about those glory days, the 2001 squad. It's always fun to reminisce. But the hot seat, here's the rules. Brought to you by WB Builders. Our halftime hot seat will feature Ryan Amesbury. I'm going to name some questions. As fast as you can, you got to name your answer. You ready?
I guess.
All right, right off the top of your head, your favorite ice cream?
Vanilla.
Favorite animated movie?
Don't know. I ain't got one.
Ain't got one.
Nope.
What do you put on your hot dog?
Ketchup.
A concert you've attended where you just feel totally out of place?
Keith Urban.
Did you go to that a couple weeks ago?
No, this was quite a few years ago.
Your favorite Boyne City High School teacher in the year 2001?
2001.
It's not a setup since Andy Bryan's over there.
I think it is a setup. I ain't commenting on that.
No comment. All right, in your opinion, Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
Michael Jordan.
All right, the largest fish you've ever caught?
Largest fish, 24 inches.
What was it?
Walleye.
Name a Great Lake that you have not swam in.
Erie.
Okay, that's a good answer. Best fire chief in any town?
My old man, of
That's
course.
right, that's right. That was a setup. And finally, the Rambler wheel, does it fly or does it roll?
Flies.
It flies, baby. You heard it first right here. Ryan Amesbury on set. Thank you, my man. Appreciate your time.
Yep.
The quarterback for the 2001 semifinal team that went 12-1 that year. Ryan, thanks for being on set.
Thanks for having me.
That's it, man. Nice job. Ryan Amesbury, ladies and gentlemen, great quarterback. He holds records here still at Boyne City as quarterback. I think the most passing yards in his career. So, Ryan, thanks for taking the time, coming on out. We wish Jace well wishes from the community as well. We always have and we always will. Ramblers lead here at halftime. The score 21-0, coming out on a Caden Jewett kickoff return to start the scoring. Bobby Hoth scores, and then Jewett scores again. And the Ramblers 21-0. Harbor Springs yet to score. Although they started to get something happening there towards the end of that first half. They were moving the chains, getting some good field position, making some first downs. And they'll get the ball when we start the second half here.
Kicking off to Harbor.
Ryan never said his favorite high school teacher. I don't know.
That's right. That's right. That was very cool.
Maybe he was that kid in class that didn't bring his pencils either.
That was cool to see. Just to see him again is bringing back all those memories. That was a cool class.
Yeah, and on the sideline, we were name dropping too. You know, Chuck and you and I are. Yeah. I mean, names like AJ Spey and
I'll tell you what,
Kyle Gibbons and
one of the things I'll never forget, and I still see him periodically, is Tim Wellert. Tim Wellert was I'll never forget him as long as I live. He was the kid that came in on September 11th and said a second plane hit the Twin Towers, and that's when we knew it was for real, you know. And I'll never forget him. He was the one that came in, and we were
5'8", 5'10".
Yeah, he was on that team. He was on that team. He's a stud, and he's in town. I see him every once in a while.
He's
doing great.
He's got some company or a job or engineering or something here.
His kids are all in the soccer and the baseball and all that stuff. So I see him every once in a while, and we talk about that.
And how special for our community, Andy. You talk about 9/11, 20th anniversary of that going by too. 20th anniversary of that special team. I mean, for this community to rally around a team like that at that time meant a whole lot for this community.
Something positive, yeah.
So Harbor Springs starts with a really funky play here. Really funky. Looked like a reverse and then back to the hands.
It was a double flea flicker. It's a Bryant play.
And I think they ran into each other. Got lit up there.
I think it'd be a holding call on Harbor Springs too. They were trying to tackle Connor Rakovich out here.
Yeah, that needed a little bit of time to make that play develop, and you're gonna see the chance of a holding on something like that when you got a line like our D line pursuing that.
Don't accept that penalty. There's a big enough loss.
Harbor with the penalty.
Again, Chuck, I think that was Will Brown causing a little trouble in the backfield.
I'm telling you, he's playing the game tonight.
He remembered his pencil tonight, I tell you.
Boy.
He is on it tonight.
Tape measure, pencil, speed square, he's got it all.
And back to the basics, just straight up the hole there.
Around the carry.
They drop it. You know, that's what Harbor needs to do, though. They need to stick to that stuff, get out of it. Don't get stuck back there deep, you know, just take the little things and build positives and those kind of things. And I think,
3 yards in a cloud of dust.
By all rights, we went a quarter, nose to nose, and they held their own.
Yeah, and Boyne City getting a little sloppy there in that second quarter, and then just not converting on their drives. And Harbor Springs hanging around. I mean, they could get something going here right away after half, and
right up the
some confidence. There it is. That's what they need. A little tight formation. They just came out tight and
they hit that hard. They hit that
blew it
fast.
open.
That was a quick hit and play. That was none of this east-west stuff. He got south in a hurry.
I think the coach learned from that last play, the 20-second triple reverse.
Too much time.
Yeah.
This defense is too fast.
And you got Jack Clancy back there. I think he needs to touch the ball.
Chuck's referring to number 27, that stud on Harbor Springs, Jack Clancy. He's a junior, so we'll see that name again next year up in Harbor.
And Trey McGregor, the receiver, 21's an athlete too.
Well,
there he is out to the left.
4th and 1, and I don't know. Yeah, they're going to punt it away.
Coming McGregor's side, Jewett.
Got to get out of there, Jewett.
Lets it roll out of bounds, and the Ramblers will look to take over near the 45-yard line, it looks like. Julie Potter, she's messaging in. Aunt Julie from Maryland is able to watch nephew Joey McHugh. Thanks, RSN. And we thank you, Julie, for tuning in. Spread the word. RSN is back. And I want to take a moment here, you guys, and a lot of people ask me, that home game we had last week against Glen Lake, how come RSN's not up? Well, I want to put into the minds of you guys out there that, Randy Calcaterra gets a new squad every year, and so we're 4 days into the school year. And he's really tough to teach a crew what to do here in just 4 days. So
I'll tell you what.
It's amazing to have it now.
I was going to say, talking to him this week, he was, pretty stressed out trying to pull this together and get all these kids ready. And now
you guys got the same email I got, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
we hope it's gonna be up and running.
You bet. Well.
Yeah, we had a lot of seniors that graduated last year, and the impact that they
nice cut
their leadership.
Another nice cut.
Jewett. Wow. trying to talk RSN in the play. That was great.
That looked like pinball.
Looks like a Plinko chip there. What the heck?
A little fast, though. Whew.
They're going to go hurry up offense here. This is nice.
The only nice thing is when you're trying to get this thing set up and you got kids that come back that can help, too.
Right.
That's
like
a big
Will
deal.
McGinnity. He's in tonight hanging out, playing Captain Rowdy, so thank you, Will. You know, when you get like that girls soccer game, you get Anna Harmeling that drives down and says, "Sure, I'll TD."
Yeah, that's the thing. Yes, it's just like the football tradition, and everybody contributes. They know the plays, they know what's going on. They come back, they can contribute right now. If they're standing over there, I've run the camera before, and they get over. It's
go pick it up and get started. Right?
Yeah, it's an amazing thing, and Randy just does a great job making everybody feel like at any moment they can contribute. Nice tackle there.
Well,
what big fella, 79, had him let go of him, or looked like he let go of him. Maybe
I think he had that shirt in his teeth, didn't he? That was amazing.
Well, he filled the hole nice on that one.
Look at this.
Levi Keeley there. I believe that's also the punter.
Big 79. Look at that. Look at that.
That's how you do it, guys.
You're not going anywhere, buddy. You're not going. Yeah, you're not going anywhere.
Is legal.
Wow, that's great.
You can do that.
That's some finger strength right there.
And Bobby might need a new jersey after the game.
It's all right. It was a little tight anyway.
Little jet goes.
Get out there.
There he goes. AB in for the easy touchdown.
They stretch him out and make him chase.
That's right. Let's run away from those big guys.
That's Aaron Best's second touchdown run on the season there. Beautiful jet play. Trying to stop that.
We didn't have miscues on that one, and a little more focus in the end of the second quarter there. Although I'll say Harbor Springs, they stuck to the basics there, other than that
first play,
flicker, back reverse, whatever that was play. But
Debbie Chu agrees. Randy Calcaterra doing a great job with the kids this year. And how about that kick from Jack Neer is good. And the Ramblers extend their lead 28-0 here at Earl Brotherston Field.
How many years have you been doing this, Roger?
RSN?
Yeah.
I believe this is year 8. Year 8.
Is it 8? Seems like longer than that.
9?
It does. I've worked with you guys, and it seems a lot longer than that.
Well, it's like forever.
It's a staple.
Thanks, Andy. Is that a compliment?
I didn't mean tonight, Andy. I meant how many?
No, I know that. I'm saying you guys.
No, it's a staple. People expect this.
Yeah.
Well, I believe
people from other towns expect this.
Tony Cutler was still on set. Tony Cutler and I did the first football broadcast. The first one was done on that end of the field under some tents that we kind of found and put up. Then we moved up to the booth where we were in the back of the green screen.
Right.
We couldn't actually watch the game live. We're watching a TV screen to see what's happening.
Right.
I think that's when you came on, Chuck, during playoff seasons.
Yep.
And then Randy came up with the genius idea of, hey, let's get this trailer in.
Yeah, that's been nice.
The trailer's got the screen now. I mean, every year it evolves, it seems like.
And you guys don't know this, but in the off season, he turns it into a food truck. So drives
tacos.
Around. That's right.
What would the food truck be for Andy?
So you name it. You name it. Whatever he's hungry for that day, he just kind of makes a bunch of it and
whatever his dogs catch.
Whatever bird.
Well, we appreciate the Rambler fans. I hope you enjoy the commentary tonight. It's all over the place.
All right, back to football. Well, Boyne City and Dave Suttle, I tell you what, he probably had a good talking to him there at halftime. And you guys all know, you've been a part of football teams or coach football teams. It's hard to keep kids focused when it's 21-0 after the first quarter.
Until you put a second quarter up like that.
And then the goose egg happens in the second quarter. And, Coach Suttle probably gave him something to focus on. You always got to have something to focus on in these games like this when the score is so lopsided. So hopefully they do that here in the second half.
Well, I think we're seeing small parts of it too, Andy, where he's distributing the ball around. It's not just Bobby Hoth with 20 carries tonight.
That's good coaching.
That's good coaching, and a game like tonight allows that to happen. So Devin Hayden with his second tweet tonight. Will Brown is quite the athlete. Loved coaching him on the baseball field last spring.
Yeah, Devin did a little help there with the JV baseball team, and I agree. Will Brown is a sneaky good athlete. He's such a goofball. He's a lot of fun, and you just don't see him get all tough and gritty, but, man, he is sneaky good.
You know what Devin Hayden is to baseball what Rob was to football. He's that kid that can play anything.
Yep.
He was as fast as he needed to be. He'd go from shortstop to center field. He could pitch, he could catch. That was Devin Hayden on the baseball field.
He's going to get into coaching that. I hope he becomes PE teacher and continues into coaching. He's at Saginaw Valley right now.
Nice, Dad.
I hope he gets back somewhere in the area.
Got a lot of family here.
Yeah, he's a Cardinal.
That's right. Well, we were talking about Mason Wilcox, and I just got a text from Coach Don Knoll that coached him in 7th grade and said Mason Wilcox, believe it or not, was one of the better hitters on that team as a 7th grader, and always stuck his nose in there. So he's not shocked. Yeah, he's about the same size. Yeah. He's not shocked that he's out here doing this.
Way to go, Mason.
That's a messed up play.
Yeah, it looked like a sack. I believe Bobby Hoth looking like he's coming up from the ankles.
Well, 21, I think, got his hands on the ball, spun the wrong way.
Look at this replay. Harley Cartwright right on it.
Jeez, they're blitzing on this one. Oh, my God. Bobby Hoth right in on there.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at that.
That's going to go as a sack.
Man.
We're going to telestrate this. Chuck Vondra going to the telestrator.
You see this blitz.
Well, you can see Bobby coming through. It's just perfect form fit, but he punches the ball out. But 21 was doing this back there, headed this way, and there was no help here. Backside got him, so that whole play was screwed up from the get-go because there was no protection anywhere.
Well, and you had Joey McHugh coming in on the other side too, strong, so nowhere to go.
Bobby now gets the handoff, and he goes right up the A-gap.
When you force a fumble, you got to get a carry.
Brought down by a host of Harbor Springs Rams.
As you can hear Tom Clemens in the background, a host of Rams needed to take down Hoth. As he...
Going back to Harbor Springs, again, you stick to those basics. Just run your basic stuff, like punching the ball to 27. That quick hitting stuff was working. I'm not sure what that was. I mean, 21's not the quarterback, obviously.
Right.
That was a 9-yard carry by Hoth.
Some of that misdirection they're trying, and the timing's not there, and
it's just not
against this defense.
Yeah, it's just not there against Ramblers tonight. I mean, they're disciplined tonight, playing home base. We talked about Colton Stat maintaining contain, and there was nobody here, right? I mean,
well, there's two right up the gut from Bobby Hoth, so expect something here to the outside here.
Well, that's a first down. That'll move the chains for the Rambler offense as they inch down towards the 19-yard line.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling a little Colton Stat here coming up.
All right, I can't wait to see it.
You got a headset for the coach or something?
No, I just
been talking to.
It's been a while. It's been a while. I think he's spreading the ball around pretty well.
Well, I love that play last week. You know, he caught that one here near the 40-yard line. He made some moves, and then the speed really surprised me, Chuck. You may know how fast he is.
Take a look.
But on the field, that was. Let's see if Andy's right.
No, he's going to be blocking out there. He's going to. Yeah.
I think he's working closer. He's going to run the ball one more time, and then
to the fade of the end zone.
Here comes.
Man, that touchdown pass that Colton Stat caught last week. Oh, my goodness.
Watch Dittmer go at full speed to smack that guy out.
That's fun because last week Dittmar was on this back a lot. That big number 72 pancaked him quite a few times.
He was 10 yards off line of scrimmage. He's facing some kid's chest just now.
So Riley's giving back what he got last week.
Well, Glen Lake were some big kids.
Here we go, little Jack Neer.
Man, look at that. I like that play. I had my eye on number 8. I thought Bobby had it, but he turned into a blocker.
It's a little option there. You see that? See that?
There it is.
Hey, I'm running with the varsity's running.
No, you got headset. You got something.
I think Andy's showing up to those Sunday morning coaches meetings, huh? Hey, Soto, what you got for me? It's Sunday. Hey, speaking, I got this little gold nugget, you guys. I have Sadie Suttle in my class. That's Coach Suttle's daughter. I got to tell you this excellent story about those coaches meetings that go down on Sunday right after this. Oh, Bush gets a carry.
There you go.
Good
Jacob Bush.
Good hard run.
Love it. Jacob Bush has been basically one-sided this year on defense specialist, and love to see it when he gets the ball.
Boy, yeah. That whole heart, didn't he?
He loves it when he gets the ball, too.
They get the hammer.
So, Soto, he brings his daughter in every Sunday. They got a little tradition where they go get some McDonald's, and they come to the coaches' meeting. He walks in with Sadie, and she meets Coach Wolf, and they start. Let's see this play here. Touchdown Ramblers.
Adam Reel, Boyne tough.
Coach Wolf says, Sadie, that's a nice looking bag you have there. And so Sadie says to Coach, yeah, that's a nice looking bag you have. So I had to ask Coach Soto, what's he mean? What's she mean? Well, Coach Wolf leaves the house in such a hurry some days. He throws a bunch of stuff in there in his wife's bag. It's just a nice bag to carry into practice.
Wow.
And so Sadie sees it. She's 9. She says, that's a nice bag, Coach. And he says, wait till you see what I bring next week. She goes, well, I'll challenge you. I'll wait till you see what I bring next week. So now they got the battle of the bags. Who's got the best bag? Last week, Sadie wins.
Did his wife fill the bag? His Coach Wolf's wife?
We'll see.
Quite the pastry chef.
Is she?
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see what Sadie brings, but so far Sadie is 1-0 against Coach Wolf in the Battle of the Bags.
If he employs his wife to fill that bag full of cookies, Coach Wolf is going to win.
We need to show up at that meeting.
There you go, Coach Wolf. We got a little inside victory.
A little strategy for you, Coach.
Yep.
Coach Wolf now working at the middle school this year.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, what's he doing?
I don't know if he's a parapro or something, or one of the rooms.
That's right, yeah.
Something like that. But I told all the football guys to make sure they go say hi to Coach Wolf, because he's a blast.
Well, it's nice to see Jacob Bush at that running back position. We know he runs the ball so good, so hard. And again, Coach Suttle mixing it up. Another number to look at next week. If you're the St. Francis Gladiators, you're looking at number 5. You're looking at number 20 now. You're watching Bobby Hoth, number 8, of course. Caden Jewett running well tonight.
That all spells you got to have a balanced D.
Yeah, they're going to see some size next week, as they are used to, but they're going to see some good fundamentals and some speed next week. So
I don't know if Jack Neer meant to do that, but that was a great play for the Ramblers.
Put some Crisco on that one as well. Holy cow!
Lansing returns the kickoff.
Well, trying to get the ball in 27's hands again, which is a good strategy. Just didn't seem to work out.
Well, I'll tell you guys, I know you guys are giving me lots of crap, but after the game Saturday, Coach Settle came up to me and said, I got a new play for you. Got a new play for you. Oh, boy. So it's not just me making these things up in the sand. We had some good
well, then you're
good
a bad
plans.
influence.
Yeah, you know it. Katie Hoth, all right. You got to love it. You got to be real proud of Bobby this year and always.
Joey McHugh took the long way around that.
Katie
filled the hole on one side, chased it from the backside.
Berry on the carry.
Always a big cheerleader for her little brother, Bobby. What a nice family to root each other on. Katie wrote a nice post to her brother about her brother, his work ethic, what he does in a single day to make himself better each and every day. And hats off to you, Katie, for respecting Bobby and what he does and what work he puts in to get to where he's at.
Katie Hoth, one of the most vicious female athletes that I've seen. You know, I mean,
he's serious.
You get good female athletes going through high school. You know, they're good athletically, they're tall or fast or whatever. But man, she was the total package. I mean, I would put her up against anybody, anytime, anywhere. That's Katie Hoth. She is. She was just you know, she
what do you mean by that?
She looks so sweet, but man, she would do anything to win. And I love that. You don't see that. You don't see that with girls very much, and she was it. I loved watching her play.
Tough.
Love watching her play.
She's tough.
I was going to say just that, Andy. Some people you can convince you're just having fun. This is for fun. Katie wants to play.
No.
That's how she had fun.
Yeah, that was fun for her.
Yeah.
Losing is not fun.
Me having fun is you losing. Yes, that's what I need right now. She was fun.
And this is always fun, watching Jewett set back to receive a punt or a kickoff. In this case, punt coming his way.
It's nice to see 58 in the game there. Hunter Paquette just came out, but he got that whole series. Good to see him get some snaps.
It's coming right at Jewett.
He's a big kid, too.
Nice block by Wilcox there.
Yeah, smart.
Stay out of the way. Don't clip him.
That was it. Smart. Well, 1:09 to go here in the third. The Ramblers up 35-0. Running clock, because the clock is still running, so that 35-point differential makes that happen.
And the Ramblers back on offense. You got Jack Neer still under center here. Bobby Hoth, tailback. Actually, it's Jack Neary in that pistol position.
There it is again. There's that ball we said was there all night long.
There it goes. Got a chance. Got a chance.
Oh,
Can he get in?
he's in. He stretches the arm. Touchdown.
He's got it. He's got it. What a stretch. What a stretch.
Well, we talked about that earlier. We told you.
Look at that catch.
That was there.
Beautiful replay on this. Good catch. Look at this. One tackle.
Sheds one.
He just muscles that kid.
Outruns him and fights for this one. That is a good call.
Great. That is great.
I'm telling you, the kid's tough.
Look at that. Harley Catterat also making a good play in the trailer. Watch this again.
Nice job, Harley.
Feet are in bounds. Stretches it. Nice call.
You talk about receivers being out there. To me, that's a tight end. He has that.
Yep.
He has that. And that pass play was there. We talked about that first half.
Oh, look at this.
Look at this.
Watch snap. We saw this. Look at the speed of Wilcox getting towards the corner.
I don't think he's going to get it. Did he get in there?
I think he got out of bounds.
No good.
No signal.
2-point conversion is good.
It's good, they call it.
Got somebody down over here. And
wow, they got it.
Graham.
Wow, let's look at this replay.
41.
Look at the film crew tonight.
Oh, man, that was a great replay.
So he does not get out of bounds. He's in the air right here. And that makes it a pylon. Well, good.
That was beautiful.
Watch all these guys.
They think it's out. They think he's out. Totally out.
Yeah, you got to make a play.
They think he's out.
Yeah, 35. You got to get low and hit. And 21's an athlete, Chuck. I don't know why he doesn't go low and hit.
He is. But that's the difference, right? I mean,
got a player down here.
So they'll see that game film and they'll say, "Oh, okay, another step, another little effort that would have stopped that."
So you can make the same argument on that Alex Calcaterra touchdown stretch. Same thing. You got to put that effort in there to stop that play.
That Calcaterra thing's been there all night.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Rambler cheerleaders have been doing an outstanding job tonight. Let's meet them right now.
Wow, Ramblers lead 43-0 now.
Johanna Gregware.
Well, this is obviously out of hand right now, but
so let's
just
talk,
to give you guys some ideas. Harbor played Traverse City. Did they play Traverse City? Did they? Is that who it was? 63 something.
Was it
63-0 or something like that? So that they're used to getting rolled. And again, you look at like college football where you got to put up a score that says, yes, we're this good. And I don't think Dave Suttle's doing that right now, but that's kind of the standard.
Coach Suttle's ran 5 guys tonight. I think that's
a great job.
He had a plan and he stuck with it, and he's getting guys touches. That's good coaching. They're getting experience. He's doing the things he needs to do.
Look at Bobby getting the sisterly love tonight.
He is. All the hosts are chiming in.
Hannah,
another
live
great
from Georgia
supporter.
too.
Hey, she was another very good athlete, but she was vicious, but she was very quiet about it. She was.
We love you, Hannah. Thanks for your support.
Quieter
Thanks for watching,
than Katie, but
Hannah's in the Air Force serving her country in Georgia. Hour and a half from Emma.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we're moving Emma in, and I'm moving stuff in, and in walks Hannah Hoth.
That's so cool.
Teammates from their softball glory days.
Her boyfriend helped me set up TV.
Nice to hear from you, Hannah. Glad things are going well for you in Georgia, and as always, thanks for your service in the Air Force.
Yes, very much so.
Great fit for you, and we appreciate that. Appreciate hearing from you, too. Thanks to hear that you guys are watching. That is the end of our third quarter. That third quarter brought to you tonight by our local sponsor. Pat O'Brien was bringing us that third quarter action. He's also our presenting sponsor tonight. Team O'Brien's passion is to provide an effortless experience while buying and selling your home right here in beautiful downtown Boyne City. Pat O'Brien, we appreciate you as a local sponsor for third quarter and our presenting sponsor tonight. As we head into our fourth quarter action, the Ramblers lead 43-0. And we'd also like to read a script here that is some great news for the Boyne City Field downtown. If you've ever played at that Little League field, you can definitely be a testament to it needs an update. So folks, there's a big project in town to rebuild that Little League field on the waterfront in Boyne City, and we all need your help. The waterfront is going to be known as the Field of Dreams. It's a group of dedicated people rebuilding the lakefront Little League field. Their goal really is to provide premier boys and girls a ball field in northern Michigan and to honor the founders of baseball right here in Boyne City. The new field will accommodate boys 12 and under and girls up through high school. It will be extremely low maintenance, weather resistant, and will have an artificial turf even. A movable mound, a new concession stand, a press box, bathrooms, stadium-style seating, and LED lighting, and more. We'd like to ask for your help with this project, so head on down to the white tent by the Lions trailer. We're here tonight. They're selling raffle tickets for a beautiful Henry repeating arms rifle. Better yet, buy a brick and become a permanent supporter of that new field. If you'd like more information and you'd like to learn how you can help, please see Julie and also Lisa down by the white tent.
Julie Schmidtdale.
Julie Schmidtdale and Lisa Alexander.
Julie Dunlop.
You didn't want to try that name?
Boyne City.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chuck.
Yeah.
They're at the white tent by the Lions trailer. You can talk to them. If you're at the next home game, I'm sure they'll be right back where they are.
Oh, there it is. There's that slant pattern right there across the middle. Oh, man, he almost broke that free. Caden Jewett tripped him up. But, man, that's what I'd be doing right there.
Well, we talked about that. They run that down and come back to it, over it. We said it was there. He had the time to throw it that time.
That was a good-looking play, too.
That was. And they've been trying to do something like that all night, and this is one of those things. You have to do that against speedy backs like that. A speedy secondary is to run something across or some kind of slant, because you can't just run with them straight down the field.
Well, on that field downtown, Roger, I'm a part of that as well. But that's the same way that we built this complex, the very same way back in the day.
Exactly. That was a Frank Shaler job. And
Linda Christensen was in charge of this, and she's in charge of that.
Gotta love Linda.
Yeah.
She makes things happen, doesn't she?
Another counter here for 27, and he might, go out of bounds, but had some daylight there.
Well, they're getting to the things that they should get to now.
Yeah, the things we saw that we talked about, and it's starting to work a little bit now.
Yep.
Chuck, I was corrected by Ryan at halftime, but I thought, and my memory is starting to fade a little bit 20 years ago, but I thought this was a brand new field at 2001. But Ryan said, no, the field was already.
2000.
Okay, so he said that field was here already.
Barely.
Okay, I thought.
I think my brother might have been a year older and played on it.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah, but it was, Frank Shaler was a big deal in that, too.
Yeah, he really had a hand on turning this field around, literally turning it around.
That one was stuffed as soon as the handoff was given.
Yeah.
At the line of scrimmage.
Ditmar's in there.
Connor Rakovich racking up some tackles in there. He's just a beast clogging up the middle.
Yeah, I've been liking his play the last couple weeks too, because you look at those linemen and, we miss a lot of those big guys like Greg Wire and Grubauer, but you get a guy like Racco in there.
He's going to grow. He's going to be big. He's already a big body.
Northern.
Is he?
He's up at Northern.
Way to go, Grubauer.
Ran into him on move-in day.
Got Milt. I love that. He's another one of a great kid to have in class.
12.
Second and 12 here for Harbor Springs. Looks like a pass play. Number 7 going up.
Oh, man.
Picked off.
Got to drop that in a little shorter.
He should have hit that slant probably, but.
Yeah, just overthrown, and waiting in the back was number 4, Mason Wilcox, his interception.
Sometimes you just got to stick with what's working.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good-looking play. He just overthrew it just a little bit. I mean, look, he's got some big receivers out here. That's the other thing. You got some big receivers. You just got to drop that in.
Well, these athletes are no joke. I mean, they're big, strong kids.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, those passes, 50-50 where they are on the mark. When they're on, they're good. When they're off, that's the result. Chris Baxter, I did see your tweet there. We appreciate you tweeting in. She's saying thanks, commenting for the squad here. Roger, Andy, and Chuck back in action.
Yeah, she must understand all this gibberish that we're throwing out there and like it.
Well, coach is throwing. That was a bullet from Jack Neer. That was a good toss. Good hard throw. That's what you want to see out of your quarterback, right?
Yeah,
yes.
What number was that, Chuck? Because that was fast.
That was Colton Stat.
I was so tied up.
Colton Stat. Did you see who got it?
The ball was blocking the number.
Colton Stat on that one.
You called it.
Yeah, I was trying to give Andy credit there.
You're prophetic.
About 8 years. About 8 plays too late, Andy, but it's still
no, he was right. He knew it was coming.
It was coming.
He didn't say when.
Yeah. At some point this season, they'll get it to Colton Stat.
Oh, look at a reverse play of our own. That one works well.
Oh, man, nice cut right there. Nice cut.
Nice play. We get a replay on that, Harley. That was a great reverse.
Well, it took a long time to get out here for some stalk blocking out here.
Jack Clancy. First down, Ramblers.
Well, that's asking a lot of your receiver out here.
Now that these guys are all, showing their wheels, now they start looking at cutbacks and when to stop, plant that foot, and read your blocker and all that stuff. And it becomes kind of fun. These guys are working on a lot of stuff right now.
Handoff.
Here it comes, right in the middle.
Look at this. Look at this cut.
Bobby does best right here.
Look at this.
It's not even close.
Right up the middle. That is excellent blocking from the line. We've seen that before.
It was wide open.
Wide open. Wide open.
You got to give the big boys a high five on that one.
Yes.
Yep. He does. They did.
Look at number 56, right? I think that was 55. Beautiful block there.
Turned his whole body.
Rakovich.
Racco.
Diddy, all those guys. You got Nolan Little in there at center. I mean, these guys are the unassuming bunch, quietly doing their job for these speedy backs.
That's Hoth's second touchdown run tonight. Puts him up to 10. I'm sorry,
nice
8
kick
for the season.
It was good. 6:38 remaining. 50-0.
Wow.
Here's a stat, you guys, I read from Drew in the news review, which he does a great write-up each week on these Ramblers. Last week, he wrote up all the area stats from our area teams. Jack Neer leads our area in completion percentage. He's at 62% completion rate.
Wow.
And that was heads and shoulders above the area quarterback. So
he's a junior.
And he's a junior. So he's accurate and 62% at high school level.
Very good.
Yeah.
I love that hard throw to Colton Stat. That's what you want to see.
Well, I'll tell you what, and this is kind of how the Boyne City has been all the way back, Dave Hill's days and stuff. They established that jet, that down play, and then they start just reading the defense. And when they throw a pass, they know exactly why they're throwing a pass, and they have a plan for it. And so it's wide open, and it's an easy pass. And they don't throw very often, but they are very meticulous with where they throw and why they're throwing. And Jack is a phenomenal arm back there and can throw any of those passes. But man, Subtle and the coaching staff pick him out pretty well, and then his percentage goes up. So he only has a few mistakes.
And you're right, Andy. It's when to throw it, right?
Yeah, they just know what they're getting from the defense. And
well, but again, he's a tough kid, right?
Yeah.
I know we talk about all the sports, but Jack Neer plays basketball, and he's one heck of a rebounder.
Yeah,
check out his rebounding numbers.
He does better when he's a point guard and all that stuff, but he does better when he gets down on the blocks. Like he rebounds, he gets scrappy, and he comes to life down there. And I love it. There was a few games last year where he was our leading rebounder.
His rebounds will amaze you.
Yeah.
If you look at the numbers.
Yep. He gets in there. He's not afraid to get in there.
That special teams play, I was watching Joey McHugh, number 2, just hauling down.
Did you see that? I was watching that too. He's got some wheels.
Boy, if he would have made a contact with that ball carrier, wow. Lucky for that ball carrier, Joey missed him. But the rest of the Ramblers cleaned them up, and starting at the 23-yard line will be the Harbor Springs Rams, who are 50 points down as they call a timeout with just under 6 minutes remaining in this matchup.
Well, if you're looking for some different kids in the game, stay tuned, because Coach just put a whole different squad, and you're going to get a chance to see some of these other kids, which I look forward to see what the future holds and what the other kids have to bring. That's always exciting.
Yeah, this is the part that I love to watch, the fun stuff. Hey, here's some alumni from RSN. Dom Santina, happily married now, just got married. Congratulations, Dominic. Yeah, this past summer, just finishing up some interviews. And he's also part of the National Tractor Pull Association.
Well, I'd like to see some of those.
That confused me a little bit, but I'm curious right now. I want to see some.
That's his jam.
Montana.
My kids would love it. So.
The jet-fueled tractors.
Oh, God.
They're amazing.
It's amazing and loud, too. I'm sure they're nice and loud.
So it's two great things.
Yeah, exactly.
And Dom, while he was here, Andy was a great voice for RSN. He's continuing to do that with his Tractor Pull Association. I've watched a couple of your podcasts, Dom. I think you're doing a great job. You're definitely headed in the right direction. Follow your passion.
Hey,
tractor pull right there. I think
kind
that's
of stuff Dom sees.
Yeah.
I don't think that's exactly it.
How do you commentate that stuff?
Well, I know that's not it. There's your boy.
There's 27. Here we go.
Boy, you got to stick that foot in the ground and get upfield.
I mean, with that body that number 27 has against these smaller bodies of Boyne City, you got to make a statement. Put that foot in the ground, like you said, plant, go upfield, put your shoulder down.
And get upfield.
Yep.
He's a junior. He's got potential. He's got more time.
He's a load.
Jack Clancy, and I see a lot of fresh numbers out there, guys. So those guys are going to get a taste of number 27 because he's going to start running the ball hard here. He sees that fresh new number pack coming in.
Couple new numbers for the Rams too out there.
Yeah, 27 is not on the field as of right now. 21 at quarterback. I think even Harbor.
Good cutback.
There you go.
Yeah, I believe actually Harbor Springs is putting in some fresh legs too.
Yeah.
Hats off to Coach Fineout over there. Number 21 now at quarterback. That's Trey McGregor. He was the receiver, now in at quarterback.
Is that Fila got that tackle? We got that tackle on the last one.
Fong.
Austin Francesca. 9th grader. I apologize, I don't know the young man, but he made a tackle.
Hunter Paquette's back in there.
Yeah, is Leon out there, number 53?
I think so.
Leon Zhang, we got some freshmen in there.
There you go. Nice job there.
Harrell on the carry.
Yeah, you're right, Chuck. Austin Fonseca, another tackle.
Zach Herrick was in the right spot. Made a little crack on the kid, couldn't make the tackle, but in the right spot.
Casey Gray's in there too. That's right. I just saw him.
What's number?
50 in the middle.
50. Gotcha.
Yep, sophomores and freshmen getting some action.
This is great time right here. This is I love this part. This looks at the future.
It does.
That's 2 weeks in a row now, Andy.
And you start looking at, hey, this kid can play, and then some of these kids, it's not about the future. It's about maybe next week they move up in the rotation or something like that. Oh, this might be another.
Yeah, I think for me last week, Chaz Stonick stood out in that regard. Just watching him play special teams and watching him move around, he really stood out.
They're not going to keep him long down.
Yeah, I was shocked that he was down to start the season, but man, he's had a great couple games there on the JV, especially against Charlevoix. Had a block punt stuff, and they won that game by 6. And they had to play him again last night, and Chaz was out because he is in the concussion protocol and didn't fare so well against the Raiders last night.
There's Trey McGregor again.
Look at naked boot here. Oh boy.
10's got to keep his feet moving. Keep your feet moving.
McGregor carries the football.
You're looking for the same thing I was, Andy. Who's number 10?
Who's number 10? We don't have a 10 on the roster. That's
Well, he was in the right spot. He just
was.
Right. He just got to keep those feet moving. He had it. That's good to see, though. You know, they're in the right spot, doing the right thing. Just got these little things.
That's the beginning. You got to be in the right spot first.
Go back next week, look at the film, and they go, oh, okay, I see what I did. I see what I
build on this, yeah.
He just kind of reached instead of kept his feet going. Get the head out in front of him.
13 coming wide. I don't expect the Rams to pass with a minute left.
Up the middle.
That's McGregor, the keep.
53's there again. That's your Leon Zhang.
Leon Zhang, what a nice young man. I was doing drills with him last weekend. he got a little quicker.
Huh.
Nice feet work.
He's quicker and you're the same?
Oh, yeah, we know how that goes.
He's gotten quicker. Okay. I'm still the same.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I asked Caden Jewett all along, you want to race me? He never wants to race this.
You've always been fast, Roger. I'll give you that.
I'm going to tell you this right here. We have Jordan McBee is out there right now. Now, Jordan McBee came out a little bit late.
That's great.
They've been on him for, I was on him last year about coming out and playing football, and he was going to, I got to work and everything. And I saw him on the sidelines. In Charlevoix, and I knew that was it. He was going to be playing, so it's good to see Jordan McBee come out here. It's going to help him on the wrestling mat and everything. He's going to.
Just for the record, Leon Zhang was in that last tackle too.
Okay.
That's like 3 in a row now.
3 in a row? Probably 4 in a row. That'll do it.
Well, that's the end of our ball game, ladies and gentlemen. 50-0. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors one more time, including Pat O'Brien, our presenting sponsor, Boyne City Marathon, the law offices of Robert Banner, WB Builders, and thank you, Northern Michigan Escapes for your broadcast sponsorship. Again, lucky for them. If we didn't have them, we would not have much of a broadcast, so we appreciate your sponsorship. Next up for the Ramblers, they'll be heading down to Traverse City, a Saturday game, I believe, at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock at Thurlby Field, as they face one of the great tests every season.
That's right. Traverse City St. Francis right now. Last time I checked, number 2 in the state. This will be, I mean, we've been looking at this test this whole season as a test, and the Ramblers have passed. So this will be the final test to see how good this Boyne City Rambler team is against the Glads.
I got a comment on the Harbor Springs Ram sportsmanship. You guys are watching this. Their athletes are giving hugs and high fives, and it's a well-fought game. You got to give it to them. That's a tough defeat. And to come out and do that, it's very respectful.
How about this last tweet? Yeah. Will Brown's aunt and uncle watching from the campsite on the big screen TV outside.
That's awesome. Man, that's living.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll end with that. And how about this class act right here? These kids have been doing this for a long time.
Thank the parents.
That's
well,
nice.
Will Brown had a game,
so cool.
friends.
He did.
We'll send you out with that. Rambler fans, thanks for tuning in the Rambler Sports Network. We'll be back next time when we are back at home.